Ian, have you been paying attention to some interesting pieces of news this week?
No. The only thing I've paid attention to is Mass Effect
Yeah,
and Jewish space lady.
that was last week.
It's now they're talking about like removing her from committees and stuff, so she doesn't really have a Republican power anymore. Okay. Aftermath stuff. Oh well, there was the thing. No, Nathan. What you're fishing for, I have not heard of.
The thing I have written under opening bit.
Yes, you didn't have to say it like that.
All right. No. Okay. I'm gonna go into my stand-up comedian. Have you guys heard about this, folks? Have you guys heard about this? You know Ted Cruz, right?
God, you're
Ted
the worst
Cruz.
stand-up comedian I've ever heard.
Ted Cruz is in case you don't know, he's the Republican fucking congressman or governor of fucking Texas. I don't know.
I think he's a senator.
Senator? That sounds right. Anyway, Ted Cruz, a man who's constantly talking about being silenced, went on a television show where he talked about how in fiction all environmentalists are the villain. And he points out that in Avengers Infinity War that Thanos is an environmentalist, which is factually untrue. Just
Thanos
factually
is
not
horny.
true. Like his whole thing about like overpopulation. Like first of all, I know like the directors aren't smart enough to realize that like he's dumb, but like he is dumb and overpopulation is made up. But on top of that, he's not an environmentalist. And secondly, he also points out Watchmen, and Ted Cruz has managed to have a worse take on Watchmen than Zack Snyder, because he also claimed that the villain of Watchmen is an environmentalist, which, like, yes, Adrian Veidt is a liberal. That's that's brought up by Rorschach, who's like, he's a fucking liberal piece of shit. What a fucking libtard.
Also, I
probably
hate black
gay.
people.
Literally, Rorschach's like calls him a liberal and says he's an idiot, and like, and then says he might be gay. Like he's like literally possible homosexual is what's written. Like, because remember, Rorschach's not supposed to be good in the story. He's literally a villain, or not a villain, but he's a piece of shit.
What are you talking about? He wears the cool mask and he beats up people with no remorse.
Yeah, and he said that when the
He's like my other favorite character, the Punisher.
Hey, that's not fair. The Punisher's a better person than Rorschach.
Thin blue line, Nathan.
Punisher
He's
hates when
protecting
cops
it.
like Punisher. In canon, Punisher went to a police station and ripped up a bunch of Punisher stickers. He was like,
Good.
"Yo, guys are bitches." But yeah. Anyway, Ted Cruz is dumb, and he thinks Adrian Veidt is an environmentalist. When his actual goal was to end the Cold War. It wasn't really environmental at all. And the TV show, the villain also was an environmentalist. He was a right-wing politician.
What?
So
the
yeah. In
Adrian guy?
Watchmen, the TV show, which Adrian Veidt's not the villain. He's it's the villain is like a right-wing politician,
Okay.
and also like the concept of policing, sort of.
All right. Okay. So, Ted Cruz is an idiot.
Yeah, he's dumb. And what I'm saying is like, Ted Cruz he's stupid and he doesn't know how to like, I don't know, read. Like he's not smart enough to read a comic
He probably
correctly.
never read it.
No, like I'm sure he's read Watchmen. There's a lot of dumb people who've read Watchmen.
No, I think he's seen the Watchmen movie. And
the
that's
film
it.
Watchmen.
Yeah.
I've not seen the film Watchmen. But the big thing everybody says is that it's extremely accurate to what's on the page, but it's not very accurate to the meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder said in an interview that he loved that the thing he loved about reading Watchmen is that superheroes in it swore and had sex.
Ooh. My favorite was that they swore and that the blue guy tried to have like a foursome with himself and his girlfriend.
Well, because he was like, hey,
He was
I need
too
to
busy
still
in the other room.
be doing work. Because Dr. Manhattan is losing his humanity. Yes. Anyway, welcome to the Media Hole Podcast, guys. This is a weekly podcast in which me, Nathan, and my co-host Ian talk about all sorts of media. We talk about the news. We talk about comic books and video games and television and film and other things sometimes.
Yeah. Celebrity news.
Celebrity
like how
news.
Armie Hammer wants to eat you.
Yeah, the weird thing is, like...
That's not in the news this week.
That's from a few weeks ago, the Armie Hammer cannibal, but he was fired by his agency, and, like, he's famous, so he's actually must have done something really fucked up.
There must be some ongoing lawsuit where, like, he fucking nibbled on a lady or some shit.
Well, no, there have been some allegations of some actual bad stuff.
Yeah,
so,
he sends women DMs that's like, I want to cut your leg off and just nibble on it.
Yeah.
Or what was it?
Because if he just had a
he asked a girl
fetish,
he asked a girl to get her bottom two ribs removed so he could eat them.
Wait, for real?
Yes, he did.
All right, because I was gonna say, like, if he just has a cannibalism fetish, that's like whatever. That's like
that's just being into vor. It's like when you bring it in to like reality, though.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Have all the fetishes you want, but you're a sick fuck for some of them.
Yeah.
Like like the people who are like, oh, lolly isn't about children. It's like, yeah, no, it is.
Eat shit.
Those are children. There is. I can look at a woman that has no tits, but has that like those curves and happens to be 5 feet tall, and I'm like, okay, sure,
yeah,
that's fine. But then it's like, oh, she's 3'5". It literally says in the box when the dude is banging her, it says, whoa, I can't believe I'm inside of an XXX grader's puss. It's like, ooh, that's gross. You're fantasizing
yucky.
about a child. It's no longer. This is the thing. I've heard this argument a bunch because it's kind of a meme, but the people who say, depending on who you're talking to when they say it, you're like, is this a meme or not? Where they'll be like, it's a body type thing. It's not about an age. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's the body type of a child.
But when it's a box, like if it's a box body, that's a child's body. Because children do not have curves. They are literally just like mold that like needs like it needs to grow into, like the fat needs to go into the right places for both men and women. Mm-hmm. But like they're just like, no, I just really like it when they're that box straight body, and I'm like, so you like a child's body? You just to imagine that there's an adult brain in there.
Yeah, you're just a fucking gross weirdo.
Yeah. I think if I met someone in real life who was like, yeah, I'm a lolicon, I'd probably be like, oh.
So you're a pedophile?
Hello, 911? We got him.
You actually can't even buy that shit here in Canada. Well, it's illegal. You can. It's illegal.
Hentai?
Many people. Many people.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, I know, right? Like real people exist. You can just go on fucking any website.
Speaking of weirdos who like fringe things and just are so obsessed with them.
Yeah, Netflix and Sega have announced Sonic Prime, a new 3D animated series coming in 2022, baby. This announcement came right after longtime Sonic VO Roger Craig Smith said he was no longer going to voice the character, along with a number of other longtime Sonic voice actors, except for the guy who voices Eggman, who gets to keep his job.
That's good.
Yeah.
The guy who voices Eggman in Sonic Boom and more recent other projects is great. He's like the best Eggman.
Yeah. He's been Eggman for like a decade as well.
Yeah, but like, like Eggman in Sonic Adventure 2, Like that Eggman voice.
Yeah. That one's
Yeah,
fun.
I fucking hate that Eggman. But like the newer Eggman, amazing.
Yeah.
He's the best. Sucks that Roger Craig Smith isn't Sonic anymore. He was great.
Yeah, he's great. I'm sure they'll get someone else. If they got like fucking Penny Parker.
That would be great. They just recast for Sonic Prime. It's literally just the Sonic fandom.
Dude.
That would
fucking imagine.
Alfred,
so good.
Alfred is fucking like Eggman, but for real.
Alfred's Eggman is so good.
That's just his voice, pretty much, though.
Yeah. No, he's like trying to do an imitation of like the Sonic Adventure 2 Eggman.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of doing like the kind of nasally voice. He's like, he pissed on my fucking wife.
And he said his dick was this big. And I'm like, no, that's disgusting.
Fuck. Honestly, it's so good. Check out Snapcube if you don't get that reference, listeners.
Yeah. Also, Snapcube is put out their first new fan dub.
Yes, of Until Dawn.
I have not watched it yet.
And the vibes of Rude Mountain. It's good. I think their more realistic animated stuff just doesn't lend itself to fandom as well.
I believe Until Dawn was the last thing I just straight up spoiled for Emma. We were like outside your house during that like period between the first and the second wave where we were allowed to see each other again.
Oh shit.
And we were at your house like just outside smoking a joint, and like I had just hit it and I passed it to Chris, and someone says something about Until Dawn. I'm like, isn't that the game where Rami Malek is the guy who's killing them because they got his two sisters murdered? And Chris just stops smoking, puts his hand down, mouth open. He said, why would you say that? And then I look at Emma and she's just looking at the floor like, God damn it.
That's so funny. No, yeah. I think I was accidentally, I think I said Until Dawn because I said something like it's like, oh yeah, it's like the fucking Wendigo from Until Dawn. And then like, which is a spoiler as well. And
that's a Wendigo.
And then you heard Until Dawn, isn't that the one? And like it was boom, boom.
It was like back to back.
I think you managed to get all the blame. So
I did, yes. It's like if we were talking about Persona 4, and I was like, oh, culprit.
Yeah. Oh, you mean? And then no, it'd be like. Spoiler alert for Persona 4, guys. Skip like 10 seconds or more into the future. I don't know.
30.
Whatever.
Press the
Give it 30. Give it 30.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, that's a crazy twist, like the gas station guy from Persona 4. And you're like, Persona 4? Isn't that one where Adachi's the...
Yeah.
All right, you can come back now. We're done talking about P4.
Yeah. Fucking... I love the memes about Culprit, though.
Yeah.
About how, like, they are just like, I fucking hate women. Whores.
Yeah, man.
Also, that in BB Tag.
Oh yeah, they added Culprit and just fucking spoiled the game.
Yeah, but when they added it, the game has been out for like 12 years, so they were like, fuck them, whatever. But
well, they did the same thing with P4 Arena or Golden, or one of the two.
But it was like, just so when one of the alternate skins, you can make him look like the Joker.
Yes, I knew that. Yeah, that was in Arena as well, I believe.
Yeah. All right. So Sonic. That was, I don't know. Maybe if it has like the same vibes as Sonic Boom, sure. But if they're like trying to make a serious Sonic show,
I think it's going to be more like it is going to be a less comedic, more action story based one. Which is fine. There's good story-based Sonic stuff. The fucking Sonic X was pretty good.
Yeah, I literally just Googled Sonic X. I just want Crush 40 to do the theme song.
You know they won't.
I want them to. Bring them back.
We should. But, I mean, they're still there. They still work on stuff.
What else do they
for
do?
Sega.
Like,
well, no, it's because Crush 40 is like Jun Senoway, I believe is his actual name. So, like... He does a lot of music for games still.
Yeah. Gameography. Oh, he did a song for Sonic Team Racing.
Yeah, I think he's done music for Yakuza too.
No, that's wrong. But there might be music that is in Yakuza that they've made.
Yeah, I think that might be it. Moving on, let's talk about the death of Google Stadia.
Wow. This was a real blow.
After
I didn't
only
fucking
14
see this coming
months
at
on the
all.
market. After only 14 months on the market, Google suspended all first-party development, closing both development studios for Google Stadia. My Google Assistant on my phone thought it was time that I was talking to them, but no. Adding another name to the pile of abandoned Google projects. For real though, like over 150 people are jobless or will soon be jobless. We are not laughing at them. We wish them well. Y'all are talented and do not deserve this bullshit, except for the guy who said streamers should pay licensing fees who worked for Stadia. Fuck him. He can stay unemployed. Fuck him.
Yeah. Stadia was a huge failure from the get-go. I won't even act like there was anything good there. It was total shit.
I mean, it was the best game streaming platform.
I would say PlayStation Now is better.
No, Google Stadia is higher quality than PlayStation Now.
I don't agree at all.
From what I heard, at least, like the latency and shit.
Everyone who played Stadia was like, there's so much lag between me and what's going on the screen. I re-upped my PlayStation Now literally just because I wanted to play Katamari Forever.
Forever is the worst one.
No, it has the worst music. The gameplay is just fine.
Yeah, but like play Damashi or We Love Katamari. I guess you can't play We Love Katamari.
No, I can't. It's Xbox 360 only. And
no, We Love Katamari was with the PS2 one. It was the second one.
Are you sure? What was the Katamari on Xbox 360 then?
I thought that was Forever. It was 360 PS3.
1 second. Beautiful Katamari.
Beautiful Katamari. Okay, and then Touch My Katamari was on Vita.
Yeah. But Katamari is a franchise that is like was killed so quickly.
Oh, well, I mean, like, it lasted a while, but only Damashi and We Love Katamari were by the original guy.
Yeah, and he didn't even want to make the second one.
No, he didn't, and that's why the second one's all about fans and shit.
What I'm trying to say here, though, is when playing it on my PS5, streaming the game completely, no download or anything, it worked. The game runs perfectly fine. Like, there's no input lag between. Well, there probably is a minute amount, but nothing noticeable. But Google Stadia couldn't do anything because it doesn't have. It was just all trying to run off of nothing.
I heard it was like actually quite good, but that might have been like only on show floor things or whatever.
Probably, yeah, when it was all like fake and the server is actually sitting right next to it. Well, I can. Now that we've seen how quickly Stadia went down,
yeah.
How long do you think Amazon Luna will last for?
I don't think it'll. I think it will last for no time at all, and then all of those companies that Amazon bought, full of talented people, will never get to make anything interesting, and we'd have been fucked over for a new Killer Instinct because they bought the Killer Instinct guys.
I think, I have Amazon Luna's Wikipedia up here right now, and their platform seems a little better for consumers because Google Stadia's was bullshit. You had to pay a price to access it, and then you had to pay to have a license to own the game.
Yeah, you had to buy each game outright.
Yeah, you had to buy a full fucking, which sucks for if anyone bought like Assassin's Creed Odyssey or whatever other games were on there, you don't own it anymore. You never owned it. Your license has expired.
Well, not yet. I mean, so they've only suspended first party development. So like technically the Stadia is still going to be an active place that you can buy games coming out. Just none by Google. It's like it's in its death knells. It's not dead yet.
Well, still. It's going to die, and all that is going to go away.
Yes.
What Amazon Luna offers, it has you pay $5.99 a month, and then they partnered with Ubisoft that there would be pretty much like something like EA Play
Oh shit. Okay.
or Xbox Games Pass, but no, it'd be all streaming where you can just go, you pay $15 a month on top of the $5 a month, and you can play any Ubisoft game for that month.
Any Ubisoft game.
So you can play like one Ubisoft game because those games take like over a month to finish.
Yeah. Any Ubisoft game. Wow. Like, geez. I'd never spend the money on that.
Yeah, I get it. You don't like Ubisoft games.
They're not good, mostly. Or they're
wrong.
just okay.
You are a wrong boy.
I'm not wrong for saying they're just okay.
No, you're wrong.
I don't know. I think that's accurate. Isn't
Wrong.
that the vibe of like most Ubisoft games?
No, wrong. They're all 10 out of 10s. They're perfect games.
I fucking hate you.
Watch Dogs Legion, best game of the year.
Like, I'm sure it's fine.
No, I'm joking. I don't even like that game.
Did you play it?
No.
I really liked
didn't-
Watch Dogs 2.
I did too, but I also liked that the thing they did with Watch Dogs 2 where I didn't get to create the character, I just got to play dress up with them.
Yeah.
Because then that character becomes a character. But then when you have like people criticize Cyberpunk for not having a character that like goes through any growth or development. Well, that's because they let you create a character.
I don't know, though. Like, in Persona, you get to go through a little bit of character development.
You don't get to create a character.
I guess.
You get to name the character, and you get to choose how they react to things. But, like, that's like Dragon Age 2, or you don't make that character.
Yeah, I guess.
And people have problems with Dragon Age 2, but a lot of people like the character, though.
Yeah, I thought Dragon Age 2 was the one people hate.
I think that's for, like, the story, but they like whatever his name is. Hawk, I think?
Yeah, he does show up in Inquisition.
Yeah, he's great when he shows up in Inquisition.
Speaking of an Inquisition, as in, like, the legal term, Judgment... Come on, give it to me. Thank you. Judgment is getting a remaster. Hey, it's the spin-off of the Yakuza series, which is like potentially one of the best games in the franchise, arguably. But it's in 60 FPS on PS5, Xbox Sexes, and Stadia. Yep.
No word on PC yet.
No word on PC, but you guys just got 3, 4, and 5, and you got 7 a few months ago, and 6 is coming in March. There is no anybody complaining about this is like, I just got 4 great fucking Yakuza games, and I'm still gonna be a bitch. Like,
here's the thing.
Yeah.
If it's going to be on the Xbox Sexes,
Yeah.
it's going to just come to PC. They just haven't said those words because...
No, it's because Stadia, last minute, paid them an exclusivity, like what Epic Game Store has done. Because Stadia is technically PC. Literally, to make a game run on Stadia, it's just a PC game. It's
That's
just they
so
paid
stupid.
for some... Yep. But they paid Sega for some exclusivity. There's probably going to be a PC version of this once that contract ends, like, is over. Like... Don't even worry about it. Come on. You think you'll even beat fucking 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 before you get any knowledge about that shit? No, you're not gonna do that.
Probably.
Those games
I could,
are
personally.
long. Those games are lengthy, dude.
Well, 3, you're just going to speed on through because that game sucks dick.
Yeah.
4 and 5, you'll probably stick around and do sub-stories.
Yeah. 6 has fully voiced sub-stories, so you probably do a lot of those sub-stories, even though the game's not quite on par with 4 and 5.
Yeah.
And 7's just pretty much great.
7 is long because of the battle sequences.
Yeah. But yeah, there's no upgrade path from PS4 to PS5, but it's only like $40 for the remaster, so it's not like a full price game. They're not truly fucking you. You know?
I have no reason to buy it.
Yeah.
I've beaten Judgment. I don't need to play it again.
Yeah.
Well, right now I have other things to do,
But Ian,
if it's literally just 60 FPS, I don't need it because Judgment is just fine at 30.
well, no, what I was going to say, Ian, was what if 2 years from now you're like, I really want to play Judgment?
But then I'll buy it then. But I still already own the game. So
that's what this is for me. Like that's all I'm saying. Like I'm like, yeah, this next gen version, I won't buy it at launch, but I want it, or no, I'll probably buy it at one point.
Yeah.
Because I like Judgment. It's a great game.
I think Judgment has the most worthless style switching. The red, your red power, the one that's like meant for just like fighting one enemy at a time, is superior in every way to the blue power.
Can I be honest? I don't remember that at all.
You can switch between two fighting styles, and one focuses on punches and the other one's on kicks. But what the one on kicks is supposed to mean like, I'm going to go beat up multiple enemies at once. Like I'm in a big combat. But the enemies don't stand close enough together. Oh, so it's like Breaker style. Yeah, but the enemies don't stand close enough together, and you can't really get them close enough. And the damage is like minimal, so it just sucks to use. But if you just use the fist one, the red punchy, you just beat the shit out of one guy, and then you turn to the next guy and start fighting him.
Yeah.
And the damage is so much better, and you fight, like, your moves feel faster, that it doesn't fucking matter, is what I'm
Somebody
trying
on
to
the
get
Yakuza Reddit posted a clip of them just getting their fucking ass beat in Yakuza 3, and they were like, wow, way to fuck me over like this. I'm like, dude, you're playing the game like shit. Like, I didn't say that because I'm not a toxic asshole, but in my mind, I'm like watching the clip he posted, and I'm like, okay, so like turn around.
How old was this post?
It's like, hold on, let me see if I can't find it. Like, he does get some kind of bad RNG where he gets like locked in an infinite practically, but like he keeps taking hits that he doesn't need to be taking. Early on, hold on. r/Yakuza games. The post.
I just said, like, Miracle Walk is cool and all, but can you do this? And it's Kiryu just, like, fucking breaking his legs in one spot.
Fuck, I'm trying to find it. It must be pretty far. Okay, it's called OK Yakuza 4, I see how it is. I think it's still on the first page of the subreddit.
You said it was Yakuza 4?
Yeah, it's Yakuza 4. It's called OK Yakuza 4. I know how it is. It's r/Yakuza games.
And it's okay. Someone posted the Alpha and Omega thing with Virgil, except they replaced it with Jun Gihan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Judgment, sick game.
Judgment's
Go
great.
Play it
if you're an Xbox or Stadia owner, fucking play Judgment when it comes out. If you're a PS5 owner that didn't already have this game on PS4, now you can buy it on PS5 and play it for your first time.
And you can get it for cheaper.
In 60 FPS. And get it for... Well, it just went on sale, so actually probably wouldn't be cheaper. I think it was like $10 recently or something on the PS Store.
What I'm saying...
On average.
Is the game is $40 US.
Yeah.
For the PS5 remaster. But the original game might still just cost the same price as the original game.
Well, the original game popped out at like $80 here, which is $60 US. So like
70.
No,
it wasn't a $20 difference in games.
It sure is, Ian.
It was not.
It sure is, Ian.
It is not.
It certainly is. It's $60 in the States. It's $80 here.
bestbuy.com, and hopefully it actually gives me the US. I fucking typed in burst buy.
Fucking burst buy.
Okay, United States.
I've reached my burst buy. When we make our fighting game, that'll be what they call the super...
I'm gonna search like Call of Duty. Call of Duty in PS4 games.
$59.99, and here it's $79.99 or $89.99 for next gen.
Damn.
There it's $69.99 for next.
Can't believe we were getting robbed. We're getting robbed so hard.
We've been getting robbed for decades, man. It's Canada. Yeah. You get the tax for, being in a cool country that, doesn't have as many hate groups. Still has some, but not as many. We got rid of the Proud Boys, guys. We did it.
Yeah, they're totally gone. Not just labeled as a terrorist organization now.
I mean, doesn't that mean you can go to jail for claiming to be a member, though?
It means you're definitely on a watch list.
Good. They should be. Can't wait until the government's like, now for equal measures, so we don't piss off the right wing too much, we'll also call Antifa a terror group. And it's like, God damn it.
Constantly, a dude at my work, I'm just like, oh yeah, fucking Proud Boys or whatever are bad, and he's just like, oh whatever, Antifa's the real threat, and I'm like, Antifa's not fucking real.
Threat.
And he's just like, no, they're totally real, and I'm like, no, and then I just walk around all day, and they're like I said I wasn't gonna do overtime this week, and they were like, oh, what do you got planned? I'm like, I got an Antifa meeting to go to on Friday night. Because they all fucking go, they're all like a bunch of old to like late 30s conservatives. Mm-hmm. Or no, one's a centrist.
Yeah.
But like, I'm over there being like, no, I believe in socialism and I think that's a good thing. And they're just like, fucking idiot. You're young. You don't know the real world. And like, I am 25. I have worked for 8 to 9 years now.
Socialism is when no cell phone.
Yeah. Socialism is when you don't own anything. And I'm like, you guys just think socialism is communism.
It's also like,
I am so deep into the Yakuza subreddit. I have not found this thing at all.
It's called So Yakuza 4. Like I see, or whatever. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're moving on to Mass Effect.
Yeah, my news this week.
The Mass Effect Legendary Edition is a terrible name for the Mass Effect Next Gen Remaster Trilogy.
Why is it terrible?
It's just a less good name. It seems to me that sounds more like a collector's edition of a video game than 3 video games that have been remastered.
I guess it kind of sounds like
it should be called the Mass Effect
like Gears of War Ultimate Edition.
Yeah,
that they fucking put out, and it's like, oh shit, maybe that actually made me think, oh, maybe it's Gears of War 1, 2, and 3 remastered. No, it was just Gears 1 remastered.
Yeah, what they should call it is the Mass Effect Insane Trilogy.
Yeah, or I don't know. Or even if you want to be like, oh, but what if people think Andromeda would be? Just call it like the Mass Effect Shepard trilogy or some shit. I don't care.
The Mass Effect, Mass Effect: The Skywalker Saga.
So yeah, Mass Effect Legendary Edition was announced for current gen consoles with next gen enhancements, which is a confusing thing to say because technically the current gen to me is the PS5 generation. But
no, but this is a PS4, Xbox One. Not Nintendo Switch game.
There might be plans to put like a Steam, like, fuck, what did they do? Like that shit they have with Control on the Switch.
Oh, yeah, like the game streaming.
Yeah. That's an idea that was thrown out there. Nothing confirmed yet. It was just a guy like on the dev team was like, maybe.
Well, if they could just unremaster it and it would run on the Switch, absolutely no problem.
So yeah, they announced this. It said it will include every piece of DLC.
All of them.
We're
not getting rid of any of them. Every single one.
Coming out on May 14th. And this is a big poggers.
Yeah.
Since it's solely focused around the single-player content only, which means no shitty Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, which for some reason had an effect on your single-player campaign.
Wait, I thought they did say they were going to bring back the multiplayer.
I did not see that they were. But the what?
I fully thought that. Like,
if they bring it back, if they bring it back, just keep it separate. Don't have that fucking war table.
No, make it even more.
Make it apply to all the games now.
Yeah. No, you can only play the game in multiplayer.
It's an only online game, like Hitman 3.
No, yeah, they're saying it won't have it.
Good.
Oh,
It's not good.
I love CBRs. So like, okay, PC games PC games and the headline says, "Here's why Mass Effect Legendary Edition won't have Mass Effect 3 multiplayer." Games Radar. BioWare shares why the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer won't be in the Legendary Edition. CBR. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is missing one major component.
No, it's not. It's not a major component. So other details include as the game will be 4K HDR with overhauled visuals and enhanced performance. It'll have better lighting, which I disagree on.
I like the lighting. I've looked at all the stuff. It looks
That
good.
one fucking picture of Thane in the mission where you meet Thane in Mass Effect 2, where for some reason there's now a fucking lens flare over top of his body, despite the fact that there is no original light source in that room, and he's supposed to just be a dark figure with with light just coming through the back. That still looks the same. They just put a lens flare in front of his body for some fucking reason.
Okay, I didn't see that screenshot, but I saw some of the ones where you're like driving the Mako and other ones like where
the rest of them fine. I don't care.
It does look
It's just that one. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah.
Why would it be images? Why would images be so deep in here? This is the image in question.
Oh yeah, okay, I've seen that. What do you mean?
Yeah.
There is a light source.
Okay. Yes, I did not realize that it was the sun in the background before. But real quick, why would it overlap his body?
Well, because it's hitting the camera.
No.
Yeah, like the
No, that's stupid.
No, because the camera is further away, but the light source is like flaring. That's how it works. The
I
flare
don't
happens
think so.
at camera level. That's why that
it would be
happens
blocked
like that.
by his body.
No, that's how lens flare work.
No, it's stupid. It's not.
It's
real.
not based on how eyes perceive lens flares, Ian.
Yeah,
because
but
it's literally
my
called
eyes.
a lens
It's
flare.
my eyes, though. But Nathan, it's my eyes.
But it's how camera. It's how
But
camera.
Nathan, they're my eyes.
But it's.
But Nathan, they're my eyes.
If you saw that in real life and you like squinted, yes, the flare, not lens flare because your eye doesn't have a lens. The flare off the light, yes, would go behind him with the way the human eye works. The way the human camera works is that the fucking flare would go in front.
Here, I got the original here. Like, this one really looks like exactly the same. It's just that they put the, like that lens flare over top of him.
No, there's I can see the difference.
It's so minor.
Yeah.
But Mass Effect was always a
the
very
room
pretty
the
game.
room's better lit in the first one as well. Like there's it's the lighting is a little bit like darker.
Yeah.
To like match the lens flare being bright. They did it. There is intent there. You can disagree if you like it better or worse because that's subjective. But there is
I
an
like
intent.
parts of it. It's just that fucking lens flare annoys me. That's it. But whatever. Mass Effect 3's style was inspired by J.J. Abrams' work, so whatever.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is a true fact. So, better lighting.
Mostly better lighting.
Mostly better lighting. Improved customization. I'm gonna since the official, because there's always the official version of how the character's supposed to look.
Like Shepard.
Like Shepard's that basic fucking military cut dude.
I always played the game as him.
But FemShep had a drastically different look every game. And
until Mass Effect 3 had the great femship look.
That when you start the game up now, when you go, you can either make your customized character, which is like you can have the man or the woman, and the woman will always be the ME3 version of FemShep.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. So, because that was the worst part. That if you actually brought your character, if you chose the base female Shepard from Mass Effect 1, played her in Mass Effect 2, and then in Mass Effect 3, they didn't update the look to look like the new Shepard. They were just like, no, it's a shitty customized character now. With like no detail. That's the problem with Mass Effect's original customization, is like male Shep and female Shep have just like so much detail. They just look incredible, but then you like, let me make my own character, and they look like
it's like Pooqual.
Kirby.
Yeah.
Smooth face, their eyes are just weird. It like looks all fake.
It's like why have the character even be customizable at that point? Like, honestly.
The thing, what really sucks for me though, is I like FemShep better because better voice actor. Sorry, dude who voiced male Shep, but
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Yeah, all of his line reads sound like that, like sound fake. It just
I always love it when he like does a weird movement that doesn't look right.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like in the thing where like his head just goes like, what?
No, like when he does that like weird shrug.
Yeah.
Like,
or his dance.
What? Or his dance. Yeah, he's like a very goofy looking character.
He's he's like canonically a goofy man.
Yeah.
He's like this tight-laced dude, but then they're like, Ian, Shepard, we gotta go dance. And he's just like, you goddamn right we're dancing.
Yeah. Ian, can I just finish your earlier thought there, which is I like FemShep better because better voice actor, but also you want to fuck Tali or Jack.
Tali. Oh yeah, Tali actually don't only fuck male Shep. No, I want to fuck Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially since with the Citadel DLC and Mass Effect 3, she becomes romanceable again.
Yeah.
So from Mass Effect 1, you have to choose like Liara or Ashley is like your options for male Shep. And then in Mass Effect 2, you can really go with the better options, which is Jack.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Mass Effect 3, she shows up even hotter with a cooler look and everything's much better. And then you're like, but then you couldn't romance her. And then they put out the Citadel DLC and now you can again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably grab this collection.
Yeah, also, if you don't fuck Garrus as a female Shep, he gets together with Tali at the end.
Mm.
Or
you know what they should do? Add
because
more...
she kills herself.
Do you know what they should do? Add more fucking gay options.
You know what they should do? Everyone's bisexual.
I don't know about everybody, but like Jack is like canonically bisexual, and you can only still romance her as male Shep.
I don't know if she is.
She is. She mentions having dated girls before. Or at least having banged girls before. If you know what I'm fucking talking about. Also, there's going to be fewer shots in Mass Effect 2 that where it's just Miranda's ass.
What? Fewer?
Yeah. Fewer. And there's so many losers complaining about it, and I'm like, dude,
Jack,
the camera doesn't need to. It is an over-the-shoulder shot, but instead of her shoulder, it's just her ass.
It's under the cheek.
Yeah, like
Mass Effect 2, Jack was originally pansexual, but they cut non-straight romances because of Fox News.
Bam.
Yeah, so
but she does mention having dated women, so boom.
So yeah, go fix that.
Fix it. They haven't announced that they have, so I bet they didn't. Also, they would have had to hire voice actors to do more lines if they did that.
I literally think all you would have to do is just model swap and just be like, no, that's them.
No, you'd have to animate at least like a few new scenes. And
I don't know.
You'd have to give FemShep more lines and Jack more lines. Like there's.
I don't think no, because you wouldn't need to give Jack more lines because the lines for a romance already exist between them and male Shep. You would have to do them for female Shepard.
Yeah.
But like I thought you were gonna say they'd have to redo like the scenes of them fucking, but the Mass Effect 2 ones are just very much like we're naked and writhing all over each other.
That's just what sex is.
Yes.
Yeah, but I
Courtney
think
Taylor
you'd have
works
to...
a lot.
Is Courtney Taylor who plays
She
Jack?
is the voice of Jack.
Oh.
She like pretty much. I guess she must be like on staff at like some like company they go to for everything, because she literally is just like, oh shit, we need a random side character voice, and she's like, I'm there.
Yeah.
But then she does
Well, the
like
fucking
some
the actors
roles.
the actors in like Persona 4 for a while were like basically a fucking joint buy. Like you would just pay money and it'd be like, yeah, the entire cast of Persona 4 is in this video game.
Yeah.
Like say, like Catherine. Catherine has the exact same voice cast as Persona 4.
Yeah. She played Ada Wong during like RE6.
Ada?
I don't care how to say it.
It's a common name. Like,
I could say it how I want.
all right, fine. Her name's Ada.
She was Shriek in Spider-Man 3.
Oh, I actually remember that character.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know these characters, but she played like 2 named characters in Saints Row 2.
Also, they got rid of that Pinnacle Station or whatever because it was developed by a different company.
No, that's not why they got rid of it.
That is why they said it was by a different developer.
It was corrupted. The source code is gone, and they reached back to the devs who made it, and they were like, we don't have it anymore either. So they literally just can't put it like forward because they'd have to properly rebuild it. And the Mass Effect Legendary Edition team is like a very small team, just retuning it. For them to rebuild it would take like
Ian,
6 months.
It'll be the most successful BioWare game of the last 8 years.
When did Inquisition come out?
2014.
7 years.
7 years, yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, but yeah, like, fuck. Oh, this will do better than the 4th game in the series and their new Anthem. And, like, Dragon Age Inquisition, actually, people like a lot. But,
It's
I don't know.
right.
I always thought Dragon Age was considered, like, less good than Mass Effect.
Yes. I will agree on that.
Yeah.
And Andromeda's just bad because they didn't let them finish the fucking game.
Yeah, like, I heard that game's fine. I didn't end up buying it because, like, previews were bad.
Did buy it because I was like, I'm gonna see if it really is, because I bought it like much later after they had like fixed a bunch of like the minor graphical errors, but the game's still just awkward to play.
Yeah.
You
can use Jetpack though, and Jetpack,
you can use Jetpack and there's a proper jump button, but there's more like traversal and shit. Like it becomes a lot more like open world and not just fucking.
I think if they do a new
jump.
Mass Effect, they need to look at, like, especially like now, all the years later, like what's become more popular and more mainstream is like, you need to look at Persona, because Persona now is like the ideal RPG in the modern day. Like that's what people are talking about, you know.
Persona's a turn-based RPG though.
Yeah, I'm saying the structure, right? So like, you know, Mass Effect was an action RPG back when like action games and RPG games weren't friends.
Mass
with each
Effect
other
1
as often.
is a lot more of an action game.
You mean a lot more of an RPG?
Sorry, much more of a role-playing game. And then Mass Effect 2 is just like just goes mostly action.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like when they did Andromeda, they almost like looked at like what's popular in the action RPG space, and they thought like, oh, like Skyrim's more open world or whatever. And then what they should have been looking at is like what's doing popular specifically like in the RPG space, you know, the full RPG space.
Yeah,
and then like
go.
Because like the
figure out
social,
what people like in the game that you're trying, like in the genre you're trying to make, not like what people like in general.
Well, and like the thing people like the most about Mass Effect isn't the fucking shooting. Like
in Mass Effect 2, I did.
It's not the best part of Mass Effect 2, Ian. You liked
the story is.
You liked the social shit. You liked the fact
I do,
that you could
but
talk.
but in Mass Effect 2, guns were at their best. In Mass Effect 1, guns suck. No. guns were perfected in Mass Effect 2. In Mass Effect 3, they just pulled it forward, but combat got better in Mass Effect 3 because Shepard was just so much more powerful, and if you were played like a biotic, you could just like whip around the battlefield. Like I always played a Vanguard.
The skills were better in 3, and then also there was a melee, which is good.
Well, a proper melee. Like
an
actual move, because before it was just gun butt.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh shit, if you hold the melee button, you do a big punch or big sword. I hope those are in the old games now as well. Like, put the big punch and big sword.
I almost am guaranteed that they did not put that in there.
I think it would be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Mass Effect 3 feels great. Like,
to play.
Great gameplay and shit, because of, like, Shepard actually doesn't, like, they do the thing at the beginning of every Mass Effect, or at least in Mass Effect 2, where it's like, oh, you're not as powerful as you were in Mass Effect 1, but you're still as powerful as you were in, like, the mid-game.
Yeah, and then I think by 3, though, you feel kind of like endgame, too, at the start.
Yeah.
Which 3, is like, that's a hard thing to do in a video game, you know?
Yeah.
Like, 3 gets a lot of shit for good reasons, but, like, people talking about it like it's actual garbo, not great. But again, like, Andromeda, they should have been like, the thing people like about Mass Effect is the social aspect. Let's take influence from other games with social aspects. Hashtag S-Links for Mass Effect 4.
Did you ever, what class did you play in Mass Effect?
I don't remember.
Because I always played Vanguard, and Vanguard was just kind of like shitty in Mass Effect 1 and 2, because you didn't start with an assault rifle.
I think I played the basic one. I think I played like the normie.
The soldier?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in Mass Effect 1,
if there was a class where it was like, hey, this will make getting through the action parts of the game easier, then I'll pick that one.
Okay. So you could only start with like a pistol and a shotgun, and you had to like level up through the tree to be able to unlock like a sniper rifle. Or no, the assault rifle. And then in Mass Effect 2, you had to get to the first collector base, and you would loot an assault rifle off the corpse, and that enabled you to use assault rifles then. But then in Mass Effect 3, they just let you start using them immediately. But I didn't fucking care at that point, because in Mass Effect 3, there is a combo you can use where all you do is biotic charge and use your Nova. Because Nova is an ability that uses your barrier to create an AoE effect on the floor. And you can you can power up your biotic charge that as soon as you use it and hit an enemy with it, you got your shield back. So you could just zip around the battlefield going biotic charge, Nova, biotic charge, Nova, and just clearing it by punching the shit out of the floor. And I beat the game on Insanity doing that. And it sounds like, because, you know, Insanity is the one where it's like, oh, you get shot once, you lose all your shield.
Power Stone, Web Ball, Power Stone, Web Ball.
Yeah, I don't know what that's from.
That's Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, baby.
Was that like the Infinite in that
That's
one?
That's the Spider-Man Infinite, yeah.
So, I would just fucking do that, and that's how I beat the fucking game.
Hell yeah.
Mass Effect 3 was really fun, just had horrible story.
Yeah, I never beat 3. Nor did I see the Citadel DLC.
The Citadel DLC
I got to Earth at the end of the game.
But bad.
And then there was there's a part where it's like do a bunch of shooting, and it's the hardest part of the video game.
Yeah.
And I just was like, I got stuck, and then I was like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I got there on my first playthrough and was like, I don't like this. This sucks. Because those fucking like banshees, which is like when the Reapers like took over Asari bodies, and they become those tall bitches that scream and can just instant kill you. I was like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
And like 5 of them spawn at once. And like my whole team was dead constantly. I'm like, well, it's just me here. Cool.
Yeah, see, like, it's interesting because, like, you remember a lot more about Mass Effect, but you actually played the first game, whereas I've played the second game twice, and then the third game not even one full time.
I've played the first game probably like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And I've played the second game like 7 times. But I've only played the third like twice. And it was when I first had it. Like, I've never gone back to it, but I've gone back to Mass Effect 1 and 2 multiple times. Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, you remember a lot more than I do. I
I also,
barely remember
like,
those
you
games because
used-
they're from high school times.
Yeah. But, like, combat in Mass Effect 1 is probably the weirdest one to get into because you had to do shit like you had to figure out how to, like, properly mix together your biotic and tech stuff to really take down enemies efficiently.
I'm sure I'd be able to figure it out now. I just played those
no.
games when I was a fucking dumb kid, dude.
It's a really fun combo system to do where, like, in Mass Effect 2, they made it super easy to figure out where because you got Jacob and Miranda as, like, your first partners, and they're both
it was
biotic
like
users.
Well, no, it was like Jacob would shoot the grenade, and then Miranda would, like, hit a blast or whatever.
I think Jacob could do pull or something. You would use, like, pull on them, and the enemy would start floating in the air. And if and then you would use, like, a competing biotic move, like throw or warp, and it would create a biotic explosion, and you could just make grenades constantly. Yeah. So, anyways, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I'm definitely gonna pick this up when it comes out on the 14th.
Yeah, I think I will. I think so.
Yeah.
Seems like it'd be good. Yeah. I wonder if how I'd feel about those games now, all these years later, and I've never really touched them again since I was in high school.
Yeah. Maybe you can play 1 for the first time.
Yeah, I'll play 1 for the first time as well. Yeah.
1 has some dog shit. Like, you know how you were talking about, well, how you said that ME3 Earth section sucked?
Yeah.
There's the first, like, I would say the first real boss you fight in Mass Effect 1 is against Liara's mom. And when you go in to fight her, she has, like, an invulnerability shield, and you have to kill her ads, but her ads are these fucking Asari snipers that when they hit you once, take out your whole health. And they're just so fucking annoying to see. It's the worst part of that game. Everything else is cool.
Yeah, like, any game with a good story that's, like, do a bunch of gameplay for a really long time. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
I want to know what's going to happen. I don't fucking care. I don't want to shoot all these guys.
But I would also say, like, Mass Effect 1 has the most, like, yeah, fuck you, rich people. In the same zone where you're gonna go, like, fight Liara's mom, there's this corrupt, like business owner.
Yeah.
He works for, like, a corporation, and you can, like, expose him and, like, get him arrested. And when he's, like, walking out, he's like, "You're all gonna pay," and it's like, "No, you're not. Fuck you, asshole."
Play Disco Elysium.
No.
That's like the whole game, dude.
Is it fully voiced yet?
No.
Then no.
I think that's sometimes next month, I want to say. They launched, like, a merch store. Dude, they have, like, a fucking special edition on IM8-bit, and I was like, well, I wonder what it is, like, how much it is. It's so expensive. I'm like,
how much?
Fuck. I think it's like a few $100 American. I'm like, all right. Like, I was, like, already planning on double dipping on the console version, but, like, I'm not gonna, even though I love that game, like, it's too much money for me to spend on a game I already have.
Yeah. I understand that.
But yeah, Disco Elysium's one of the best RPGs in recent memory.
Can I complain about one thing and then we can go into the weeks?
Sure. What would you like to complain about?
You don't watch TV, right?
I've watched TV at some point.
But, like, recently.
It's been a little while since I've seen live TV. Yeah.
Because, you know, the Super Bowl is tomorrow.
Oh,
or
shit.
yesterday. Yeah. So, you know, all the normies are going like, haha, the Super Bowl commercials. Let's go look them up on YouTube and watch the compilations and be advertised to. They're so funny and creative.
Mm-hmm.
And the one this year that got me annoyed.
Working 5 to 9.
Not what?
Oh, that you haven't heard about that one?
No, I haven't. Is the Uber Eats one.
What's the Uber Eats one?
They got Mike Myers and Dana Carvey to come and be Wayne and Garth for an Uber Eats ad about how the Wayne's World is a local television cable the like local cable access thing.
Yep.
In like Aurora, Illinois. So that's
yeah.
why, and they know how important it is to support local businesses. So that's why you should use Uber Eats, a system that takes advantage of local businesses by taking 30% off of the like a total cost, also charging you a service fee and not paying their drivers, and their drivers only getting paid in tips.
Yep.
Like, fuck off. And it's so, I don't know why. Mike Myers just must have needed the money because he doesn't do anything.
Neither of them have been in a successful project in some time.
But like Mike Myers, like think of everything Mike Myers does. He literally only makes films that he wants to make, which is weird because one of those was The Love Guru.
Well, that movie is 12 years old, Ian.
Yeah, I know. But 12 years ago, it was considered a bad movie.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, no, what I mean is he's not made money in some time.
Yeah, well, it's probably made money because of royalties and stuff. But like,
yeah.
If you look at his filmography, it's most of the stuff is like things that are like his brainchild that he's a part of. Like Wayne's World, him and Dana Carvey created that for Saturday Night Live. Mm-hmm. Austin Powers, he created that to make a movie that's a parody of James Bond, which also becoming a parody of James Bond means you respect the women. He was in Shrek, like that. He's done all those shitty movies.
Shrek,
Love Guru. Oh yeah, he has a cameo in Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, he's in Inglourious Bastards. He's in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah,
he was in that Terminal movie.
Because he helped popularize Bohemian Rhapsody in the 90s. When was Bohemian Rhapsody a song? Like, when was that song made?
He didn't popularize Bohemian Rhapsody.
Helped, it came back because
it did come back.
Yeah. Because obviously Queen is a mega popular band, not some shitty Saturday Night Live movie where they literally had to throw that in because the movie wasn't long enough to be shown in theaters.
Mm-hmm. He played Dr. Evil twice on The Tonight Show in 2018.
That's weird. That he would do it. Yeah, but he just only does his own characters. For him to come back for like this fucking weird...
He has not been in a film or television show in 3 years.
Yeah, and then before that, well, he has an untitled David O. Russell film, but...
Yeah, but he's not the number one in this.
He was in 2018. He was
in this untitled
movies.
David O. Russell movie. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's the 7th build.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying he had 7 characters. And no. Austin Powers 4.
No. David O. Russell did a bunch of, he does like Silver Linings Playbook, American Hustle, Joy, like he does like a lot of more serious films.
But so also here though, he did 2 movies in 2018. But then before that, the last time he acted in a movie was 2010.
Yike.
Okay, or there's also that short film. But in 2015, he was just in a documentary. In 2013, he was in 2 documentaries.
Dude, I do want to point out that Mike Myers is famous, and like he's here on this list. Like he's below Rami Malek.
What do you mean?
Like, okay, it's Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, John David Washington, who's like a relatively new face who's become a star. I know he's Denzel's kid, and that's why he has like high billing. Rami Malek, who is like mostly known for TV and one really good movie.
Night at the Museum.
Zoe Saldana, Robert De Niro. Those are who's above Mike, and then he's above Timothy Olyphant, Michael Shannon, Chris Rock, Anya Taylor-Joy, Andrea Riceborough, and then 2 people I've never heard of. Oh, the music's by the guy who did the music for music's by the woman who did the music for Sicario, Chernobyl, and Joker.
Yeah.
Joker had good music.
Also,
Like,
the thing
I
that
had
annoys
good
me in the ad
memories.
is that Cardi B just appears out of nowhere.
Why wouldn't Cardi B just appear out of
And
nowhere?
then they just say, Wayne's World, party time, excellent, and then do the fucking guitar thing.
Yeah, dude, you know that these commercials are for people who are like, I'm old and out
Who
of
still
touch.
watch the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, it's for losers, Ian.
I wouldn't say that, because I'm not that mean about it.
No, I don't know. I was just gonna say like anybody who's like, oh yes, Wayne's
But if
World. I'd love to see more of that.
I remember there was like people who were like, I only watch the Super Bowl for the commercials. I was like, shut the fuck up.
There are
Shut your
some
mouth.
entertaining ones.
Yeah, but YouTube existed at that point where I heard people say that. It's like, just wait till afterwards.
Yeah.
Or also the commercials just come out like a day before now.
Can't wait for the new trailers for films that come out during the big game.
Yeah, that is all like one good thing they do.
Yeah, last Super Bowl we saw the first trailers for those Marvel TV shows.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh yes, we will get them in the order of the Falcon, the Winter Soldier, then WandaVision, and then Loki. And they will come out in 2020.
Yeah.
Right, guys?
Right?
They'll all come
Nothing
out
bad's
in
going to
20
happen in a few months.
Nothing bad will happen in exactly 1 month from today.
Yeah. I remember my sister got married like right under the wire. Because she got married on the 22nd last year.
Oh shit, was that it?
Yeah, it
God.
was. And like
That was the
literally,
night that I fucking drove you home?
you drove me home and I left my glasses in your car.
And then I drove back to your house and gave your glasses to, what's his face?
It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah. I was destroyed. I was so hammered.
Holy shit, yeah. That was within the lifespan of this podcast that happened.
Yeah. So I think I did the episode I think.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think you
I feel
did
like
that
I got up and
hungover.
came over to your house like the next day. I was like, oh, thanks
Yeah.
for that last night, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, I think we recorded before.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's true.
That might have been
because-
back when we recorded on Fridays.
No, we usually always record on Saturday. We used to record on Sundays, the day of that you had to fucking edit.
We would do
it. So, like,
Sunday early,
I think we
was
did Friday
at the start,
because
and
I
then we
had
did
to-
Saturdays, and then we started doing Fridays just because we were like really keener. We were like, hell yeah, we're getting this shit way done. And then we
But
switched
also
back to Saturdays.
because we would be going to do things on like a Friday night.
Yes.
And I could be like, come pick me up, and then you can drive me wherever because you don't drink.
Mm-hmm.
And I do. So I think we did it on the 21st that week, with the Friday before, because I was like, I'm not going to have time to do this and then go to a wedding because I had to go be there for like noon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's all the news this week.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. News was actually supposed to finish like 20 minutes ago. I just decided to start hating on Uber Eats.
Yeah. Also, Squarespace is doing a working 5 to 9 ad, like like the song like 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton, where they had her record a version about working 5 to 9 on your side hustle, which is like yeah,
Shut up.
yeah.
Dolly Parton, I appreciate you, but like, shut up.
Yeah,
Side
that was
hustles are
that was a bad choice for her. Like, nothing wrong with having something you're passionate about, but maybe a world shouldn't exist where you need 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't if you're calling it a hustle. No.
yeah. Like where you're like, not only do I work my normal 9 to 5, I'm also literally working all of the other hours that appear in a day on a thing that I'm more passionate about that I use to make additional income. Because I need additional income because my job doesn't provide for me.
This is like I'm watching the commercial right now.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
It's just bad. Like,
Okay.
Dolly Parton definitely did not write this version of the song.
I think
Because she's an
singing it.
amazing songwriter, but like this is garbage.
I think she's singing it.
She is. It is her singing it, but like
Working 9
I don't
to
know.
5.
We stand Dolly Parton in this podcast.
Yeah.
I was like, there was like a Tumblr post where it's like, did you know Dolly Parton's been married for the last 55 years, and people were like, what? And it's like, yeah, her husband just stays the fuck off because it's like, he's got nothing going on for him.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
The original cosplayer girlfriend, podcaster boyfriend.
Nice.
Right?
That's a good one. Yeah. Actually, she got married to this dude before she was famous.
Hell yeah.
So good for Dolly.
Yeah. Well, he is the man in the song Jolene.
The song she wrote when she's desperately in love with another woman.
Yeah, well, that's the subtext of that
Looking
song
back on
that
Jolene,
I don't think she intended.
It's so gay.
Yeah, like she said that in an interview recently. Like that could be what that's about. Then that's cool.
Yeah.
But like
I don't know. Maybe like.
But
Just
like
something
I was
going
just
on in my
worried
life
about
at the
this.
time.
I was just worried about this woman taking my husband. Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of husbands, Ian has recently become husbands with an animal.
Okay, I have no idea where this is going.
Because you love bestiality.
Why?
I don't know.
Why are you doing this to me?
I don't know, Ian. I just said it. I just thought, and then I said it.
Oh, that's so fucking rude. I don't fuck my cat. I have never come on my cat. I have never come near my cat.
Fuck.
I don't own a cat, so.
Yeah.
That's a good copy paste.
was
Shane
so
Dawson
funny.
says one thing,
That was
and people
so
just say,
funny.
"Never come near my cat."
Well, like the tweet was too weird because I think it was like just I've never come on or near my cat, and it's like
It was
but that
pretty
doesn't mean you've
unprompted.
never fucked your cat. No, people were like making talking about that once. There was a video that he said that he did that was going around.
Yeah.
Anyway, fuck Shane
All right,
Dawson.
talk about your fucking comic books this week.
All right, Ian. Well, this week, WandaVision new episode came out, and last week I read The Vision by Tom King and Gabriel Hernandez Walta, which is a great comic that you may or may not have heard of because it was quite popular. But something being popular for comics doesn't mean it's like actually popular.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tom King's The Vision is a 12-issue maxi series that is like extremely fucking good. And if you enjoy like the spookier, horror-y elements of WandaVision or like the more thrilling elements, you probably really like this story. And it centers around the Vision, who has decided that he wants to live his normal life because that's in the comics. That's always been Vision's goal, is to be like a regular person, right?
Yeah.
And so he like creates a synthezoid wife named Virginia, and then 2 synthezoid children, which are like Vim and Viz or something like that. I don't remember, but
Vim really likes cleaning bathrooms.
anyway, he creates his little family and he moves into a suburb like outside of DC. And kind of that family has to deal with like people viewing them as less good. Like there's a lot of like discrimination because they're, synthezoids, and then like people are like they could be a weapon. But they're people. They're like they have emotions and they're trying to learn how to be human. And it's just a great story. It's extremely fucking thrilling. There is like and like the way that these characters think, like you get like when they talk to each other, the way they think, like there's this whole thing where like
Yes.
they're talking about like they have two neighbors, and it's like the wife is like, they seem kind, and it's like Vision's like, no, they seem nice, and it's like, but nice is a word that is often used like ironically. I was not being ironic, so I use the word kind. And then Vision is like, but it is the irony that works. See, they seem nice can mean they do seem good, or they seem bad, but the seem implies that you're not sure. And then the wife is like, but this means the sentence is meaningless. It has no clear.
So just two robots trying to just.
And he's like, no. It is the meaninglessness that makes it a very human thing to do. The whole point of being human is to give meaning to the meaningless. And it is like, that's great. But then you get to this like great point where like one of Vision's kids like has a moment at school where he's being like picked on, and he like grabs the bully by the throat. And then the principal's like trying to talk shit. And the Vision is just like, I am the Vision of the Avengers. The principal's like trying to get an expulsion. And the Vision's like, no, you will give the exact suspension that is normal for all other students. And the principal's like, why? And the Vision is like, I am Vision of the Avengers. I have saved the world 36 times. Every step you take, every breath,
move you make.
No, it's like he's like, every step you take, every breath, every moment of time with your family it all comes back to the fact that I allow it to happen, that I created that 36 times over. Like you and everyone you love would be dead 36 times over if it were not for fucking me. Like it's such a good scene. Like you're like, oh shit. And he's just matter of fact all the way down, because the principal's trying to like be shitty to them for being robots and shit. It's a great book. I'm trying not to say anything actual that happens in it, because like there's like so much drama, but you don't need to know a ton about like the comics history of the character. Well, you need to know some, but like it's made pretty obvious, and like, you know, you can give her a good Google for like some of the stuff that's like a little bit less obvious. But hell yeah, if you're interested in like a very much like a very dramatic and like thrilling and like kind of upsetting, depressing at times like story that's like will really get there for you, check out The Vision by Tom King. Yeah. It's like from 2015. It's really fucking good. It's apt that we talk about it this week, because that's
WandaVision.
Because WandaVision, but also specifically, WandaVision introduced this week both a dog named Sparky, which is taken directly from the Vision series, and they've started a plot line about a brother coming and hanging out, but perhaps being not what he seems, and that's also a big part of the Vision comic book.
Yeah. I just came across this like fitness thing on Instagram.
Yeah.
It was posted on someone's story, and this dude is just so cheeked up.
Yeah.
Like this man has a fat ass. Like it literally looks fake.
Yeah, Ian, are you starting to get interest in fitness?
Fitting his dick in your mouth.
God damn it! You knew it! I was about to fucking say that shit.
Oh man. Yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
You had Yakuza here earlier. Did you take it off?
I did.
So,
because I just don't I got a bunch of characters in my Yakuza game. Like I've got some people. I finished the thing. Not finished the thing. I finished the business.
Business dimension.
It sucks. I sold all of the fucking companies I owned. Then right when I finished, I was like, "Fuck you, fuck this company."
Why'd you do that?
Because fuck them.
Because later on you're gonna need money.
Yeah, but I don't care.
And like,
I would much rather grind a dungeon over and over and over and over again for money than fucking touch the business ever again.
It's just the business is like a lot more passive and faster.
But you don't get any money from it unless you like go up a level, right?
No. Once you finish it, every single time you do a shareholder meeting, you get money.
Oh.
So when you're at the max level, every single time you just rush through 4 business periods and then do that fucking little like rock, paper, scissors game at the end, you get 3 million. And it takes like 5 minutes, so it's like 3 million every 5 minutes, where to get 3 million from the Sotenbori dungeon, which always ends with giving you a reward of 1 million, you would have to do that. You would have to go from floor 26 to 30 like 3 times, which would take you like half an hour.
Right, but you get money from every enemy you beat as well.
Not as much. That's the thing with the fucking game, is sometimes it's like I'll fight these incredibly hard enemies and like beat them, and then they're just like, cool, here's 50 XP and $10. And then I'll go fight like a homeless dude wearing a bunch of rags, and it's like, here's 400,000 XP. Yeah, so I was just playing Yakuza again. I'm just back at it. I'm in the finale.
Okay.
I went and So wait, do you have the full party now?
I don't. I'm missing the extra guy, but I did get Nanba back.
Okay, and you have Jungi.
I have
Han,
Jungi.
right?
I have Jungi.
Bro,
yeah.
That guy is the ace of my party once again.
Dude, like for whatever reason, his weapon is like extremely easy to upgrade, like in terms of the shit
His
you
fists?
need for it. Not his fists. His like, there's a zappy one he has, zappy fists,
Yeah.
and like,
Is that the one you built at the Romance Workshop?
yeah,
Yeah, I was fucking up this whole time. Like, of course, just like in Dragon Quest, crafted weapons are a lot better than what you can buy, and I was not upgrading or crafting the weapons.
Well, it's not that they're better. Like crafted ones are better. It's that like the ones that can upgrade, like, are way better.
But then all the weapons that you can craft can be upgraded. Like for Adachi, I have him as an enforcer.
Yeah.
So I have a shield. You can build a golden shield.
Yep.
And the golden shield, very expensive to make, but very high damage. But then I took like a bulletproof like riot shield, upgraded that twice, and it was already better than the golden shield. And I was like, fuck. Because also you need gold ingots to level up the legendary heroes bat, and I'm out of gold ingots because of that fucking shield. So I have to go and grind the Kamurocho dungeon now.
Oh, the Millennium Tower?
No, there's a Kamurocho dungeon. The Millennium Tower is post-game content. Yeah. Which I looked it up. I was like, what level you got to be for that? 99.
Yeah, that's what post-game content is, boys.
Yeah. But I'll probably go in at like level 80 and kill like 2 enemies and be like, no, I'm 99.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now I've just been like getting my guys more powerful for the final part, because
I'm cheesed because they gave Nanba back to me way lower level than the rest of my guys. Not way lower, like a few levels
You must have grinded
lower.
a bit, because he comes back more powerful than when he leaves you.
Oh, he does. It's just,
but just not as strong as
yeah.
everyone
I
else.
went through that whole dungeon in like the in Yokohama.
Ijincho.
Yeah.
Yeah, I skipped that dungeon. I don't like it.
The problem is the spot where they're like, okay, you can get off now if you want, is like after the easy enemies, and then I got through that, and then I had to like spend all my fucking items to get through the rest of the dungeon, because like it was way harder after that, and I'm like, fuck. I barely beat that fucking giant Rupa.
Yeah, that thing's hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, you upgrade Jungi Han, and once he gets that poison shot, oh boy. I don't know, you might already have it. No, it's like a thing where he like throws a bottle of poison up into the air and kicks it at someone.
No, yeah. I've been using his double gun.
The rapid shot?
Yeah. It's way better than the sniper one. Like the sniper one sucks ass.
Yeah, it is true.
Why do 1 damage when you can do 10?
You could do 1 damage that does like 100, or you could do 10 damage
that do
you
35.
Could do 10 that does 35. I think that equals 350 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's just funny as fuck.
Just yeah, because he just unloads and like everyone else is just like, I'm gonna beat him up with my shield, a baseball bat, my microphone, and then he's just
seems like almost
Gat.
like it's like unnecessarily brutal. Like
Yeah.
especially when you're doing like one of those side missions where it's like not somebody who's done that wrong.
He has a bunch of them, but his when you get him to like level 30, usually rank 30 is actually the job max rank. Yeah, the jobs go up to like level 99, except when you hit 30, that's considered maxed out because that's the last spot you'll get moves for.
Oh yeah, everything after that is just like pluses up.
Yeah, but you're like, I have the trophy to max out 7 jobs.
Oh
but
shit!
I only got the jobs to level 30.
Okay, so once I have job ranks to level 30, I think I'm pretty close with a bunch of
Just go change the job.
Change job, yeah.
Yeah. Or
none, but they gave me back as Hobo, and I was like, no, he's a musician. I need him as a healer. I have no other healer.
His Hobo is pretty good as a healer.
But musician is better.
Yeah, I think Seiko as Idol is best healer.
Yeah, but I just love her animations as hostess. I just like they're so funny.
You could also put Harry as Idol if you wanted.
Yeah, no, I still have her as default office worker.
Her default is pretty strong as well.
Yeah, she's really fucking strong.
Yeah.
And like I got her a weapon that was like way overpowered for some reason.
That's good.
Yeah,
so
like
now I'm
big ruler or whatever.
I'm trying to level up all my weapons and like get super powerful.
Hell yeah.
It's really easy to get to like higher ranks of things because I think it's like level 6 of a rank, you get a character skill instead of a job skill. So when you change jobs, you keep one of those skills.
You keep some of them, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to I want to kind of like earn all those for Ichiban at least. So I'm at like level 30 for those. Actually, no, I'm not because I died on a bullshit fight. So now I'm back to like level 28 with everything. And I got to run through the second part of the dungeon because I went and fucking got in a fight that I had like the Yakuza training gear on Ichiban. And it was 3 super powerful enemies.
Harder? Yeah.
It makes enemies harder, and they like do more damage. Well, they only do more damage to Ichiban, but they were already hard hitting enemies. So like every hit took away like half my health.
But it like doubles XP or something, right?
It doubles XP, or no, it does it like adds like 0.5, and then I had another thing on that also doubled my XP. So I was like, I had half the MP in the Tranquil Tenigui or whatever, and the Yakuza training gear, which gives you negative resistances. So I'm just getting like smoked all the time because the previous fights, it was just like, oh, I'm fucking hit the like I could kill them within like 1 or 2 rounds, even though they were like level 60s. Mm-hmm. Do you have the matriarch job for any?
No,
for the ladies?
That's DLC.
I have it because I guess I got the digital deluxe edition or whatever.
Yeah.
Because there's these enemies that you can find. I'm sure you've already encountered some of them, like the lower rank versions in the dungeon. They're like vagrants or whatever.
Are they the ones that like run away?
Yeah, but
unless you beat them, yeah.
Unless you beat them, or if you get them to too low health, they'll run away. Mm-hmm. But using Jungi Han and doing rapid shot like eliminates all of their health pretty much because they only take 1 hit point of damage every time.
Yeah.
So in the Kamurocho dungeon, if you have the 2 times XP things on Ichiban, he gets 900,000 XP from beating those guys. So like it's going even at level 60, I go up like 2 levels at a time. So I use rapid shot with Jungi Han, and then it switches to on Seiko. I had her as a matriarch for a minute, but that class kind of sucks dick. So, but she had a character skill called Bullet of Honor, where she just takes out a fucking like AR-15 and lights a dude up. So that's how I kill him in like 1 turn.
I was thinking of setting somebody as like the Night Queen, like the fucking.
That's also a really good one.
Yeah.
I have one that I have Aerie as the dominatrix, And she, the best move is she walks over, kicks a man, knees a man in the nuts so he falls over, and then pulls both of his legs up, takes her heel, and just stomps him in the dick, and just like rubs it around while you mash square to like add more damage.
That's so funny.
And then you do a final hit at the end, and it has the capability to brainwash the enemy. So that would also probably be good against the other guy.
Yeah.
Like multi-hit moves for everyone, where it's just like, I'm just going to beat the shit out of you a bunch.
Yeah, the multi-hit moves are great.
Have you ever made Ichiban as like the foreman job?
I've only had him as his default and as a bodyguard.
All right, go to Hello Work and put him on the foreman job for 1 second. Just literally make it so that it's rank 1 and like so it doesn't say inexperienced.
Yeah.
And have you ever come across those like barricades in the dungeon where there's like clearly shit behind it? If you have him go to the foreman job once, you can now destroy those barricades at all times.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I just found that out. Because I did all the Kamurocho dungeon. Well, I thought I did. If you don't get that skill for him, you can't go and finish the dungeon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so that's why I got to the actual end and thought like, oh, whatever, these enemies will be fine. And then it was two of like the giant motherfuckers who carry around tridents and like a scarred Yakuza who takes like who does so much damage and is only weak to knives. But I only had like fucking Jungi Han as a character who used a knife, so I was just getting fucking destroyed constantly.
Damn. Yeah, you should always have one bodyguard. I think maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back through it again. I'm gonna get everyone back to rank 30. Then I'm going to exit the dungeon, go all the way back to Ijincho, go to Hello Work, change my job, like do fresh jobs on everyone.
There's no Hello Work in the other places?
Nope.
That fucking sucks.
It's the
why the fuck? Game, why the fuck you took out Don Quixote? Make that a second Hello Work.
Yeah, the game has a real problem with like it's just like every other RPG where you really get fucked with how you have to like go around the map. Like if I like so say I go through the dungeon, I get my shit to rank 30, and also I get a bunch of upgrade materials. I have to go back to Ijincho, go to the romance workshop, upgrade my weapons, but then it doesn't show you an upgrade path for your weapon. Like you only know what you need based off of like what's the next upgrade. You can't see what's going to be forward. No one made a fucking guide for it on the internet either. Like there's just no list you can find. It's constantly like having to go back and forth.
That's annoying.
And then same thing for Hello Work. It's like everything's back in Ijincho and there's like nothing in Kamurocho now.
That's dumb. I like Yakuza 7 quite a lot. I think it's a really great game. God, I do not want to go to fucking Ijincho in the next one. Like, it's so big, and I don't like it. It doesn't have vibes. It's not fun. It's not a fun city. Like, Kamurocho, love Kamurocho. That is my home. Dotonbori.
There's a reason why the finale of the game is in Kamurocho.
Yeah.
It's like, because the Millennium Tower is a vibe. Kamurocho Hills is a vibe. It's like that's a big triumphant final boss area. But everywhere in Ijincho is just like, it's the fucking nowhere.
Like, it's a nice city. Like, I would love... if I went to Ijincho IRL, I'm sure I'd be, like, super into it. It's a super pretty place. But it's just like Kamurocho is like small and everything feels like it's like there for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you can see like based on even like shops you don't go into, like which shops are closed and replaced with different things in between the games or whatever, you know?
Yeah. The fucking you know how in Yakuza 6 there was the gym that replaced the bowling alley?
Yeah.
And then in Judgment they replaced the bowling alley with a VR place?
Yep.
That is now just an empty area. There's nothing there now.
Oh.
It sucks. I'm like, that's where the entrance to the underground is.
Yeah.
But that's it. I feel like they could have just said like, oh, that VR place was a fad and it went out of business because this dude came in and just kept playing and taking money from them and they weren't making any profit because you could only go in there by using a specific ticket to buy your way through.
Yeah.
And you had to like go and do like special bullshit to get to it, so they just went out of business. And then that becomes the entrance to the dungeon.
Oh, that's the entrance to the dungeon?
No. I'm saying that would be better if it was the entrance to the dungeon. But the entrance to the dungeon is just a manhole that's right outside.
Oh, well, that's because the dungeon must be connected to Shangri-La.
No, just the sewers. It's not even, that would be better if it was connected to Shangri-La.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I think they just really wanted to disconnect this game from Kiryu. And Shangri-La is like such a Kiryu location.
Yeah, but it's bullshit. The fucking... I've said this before. It's part of my complaint with Yakuza 6. They blocked off the entire top of Kamurocho because they didn't want to develop it or whatever. Or they couldn't get it done in time. Probably more accurate. But that means that you never get to see Kamurocho Hills being fully open for business in Yakuza 6. And you don't get to see the florist at all in that game. Even though he's in every other game that Kiryu's in. Other than Zero, I guess.
And you know what's fucking annoying, though? As someone who has played so much of Yakuza.
What?
There's a line that's later on in the game that references a character, but it's so vague. But the way they talk about other characters is also incredibly fucking vague. So it makes me sit there and think, do I know this character and I just forgot them?
Yeah.
And then I was taking a guess at like, oh, who this character is, and I'm like, nope, I literally don't know who this is. I just Googled it while we're talking about it. This character does not exist to me.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, maybe it was is it the guy from Life of Black Panther?
Life of Black Panther?
Yeah, the Yakuza Life of Black Panther.
What's that?
Or maybe it's not Life of Black Panther. Maybe it's just Yakuza Black Panther 1 and 2. They're the two PSP games. They were by the developers of
honestly,
Def Jam.
It could be the florist is who they're talking about. But I feel like they would have just said the florist, but they called him something else. So,
well, maybe he's just not called the florist.
Maybe it's something that will be they'll get into in the future games.
Maybe. I love the Yakuza games though, man. And 7's good. It's just not like there's elements of it I don't like. I like this game a lot. In Yakuza 8, I do not want to go back to Yokohama. I want another place.
I would like to go back to fighting how it used to be.
It won't.
I want it to. Fuck
Ian,
this.
Kiss that
sucks.
goodbye. It does not suck. It's great.
It's not good. I do like previously and like all the other Yakuza games, I would be at the point when it's like, oh, it's the finale, and it would be like, okay, now go. You can either go and do this, or you can go clean up any sub stories. But then before, I was like, oh, I don't have to clean up any sub stories because I do all the sub stories as they show up. I don't skip anything, so I can just go to the end. But now I'm at the finale. And it gives me the point where I'm like, oh, you can change the time. You can go travel everywhere you want.
Yeah.
Like, you can go clean up all your sub-stories and all the shit you missed. Because there's, like, this is the point where this is the last open section of the game. And I'm like, oh, no, now I have to go grind all my weapons up. I have to go spend, like, 10 hours grinding so that I don't have to have, like, trouble on the final boss that I will inevitably have to get, like, reset 1,000 times on. But in the old games, I could just continue playing. There was nothing stopping me from just going forward.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Even in Zero or in Kiwami 1, I don't have to go find Mr. Shakedown like a million times to like feel comfortable going to the end of the game. It's just a huge, like, it fucks up the pacing to me. But I also don't want to play an RPG where playing the main story makes you so powerful you don't have to go do the side content. I don't know. It's just I'm in a spot. I don't like it for this franchise.
I don't know. I like it a lot so far, and I'm like more than halfway through the game. So
I just as like as it keeps going forward, I'm just like tired of it. That's about it. Oh my god.
What?
I'm just on Date's fucking like wiki page,
Yeah.
and his Yakuza 1 like image is so cursed.
Yeah, that's just how he looks, man.
But like, why is his mouth open like that? It's just
Because he's
so
yelling.
weird. But like all the other ones are like face shots of him just like, yeah, this is me in these
Kid,
games.
yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Well, we spent a long time on Yakuza. Let me just breeze through.
Yakuza's cool.
Let me just breeze through more comics then. God damn it. All right. I'm gonna say both of them because I don't have a ton to say. First of all, Mr. Miracle by Tom King and Mitch Girards. Fucking incredible comic. I like Tom King. Mr. Miracle is his take on Scott Free, aka Mr. Miracle, a DC Comics character who is from the Fourth World, aka like he's involved with like the New Gods and New Genesis. His backstory is that his dad is the High Father who runs New Genesis, and there was a war between New Genesis and Apocalypse, and the conditions for a peace treaty was that Darkseid would send his biological son Orion to live with the High Father, and the High Father would send his biological son Scott Free to live with Darkseid. And so he was basically tortured for his entire life before he like was able to escape, and then he met a man on Earth who went by Mr. Miracle, who was like a professional escape artist, and he started working with him, and now he's become a very famous escape artist. And he's married to Big Barda, and Big Barda is a very large woman, and she's great. Anyway, yeah, much like Tom King's other work that I've mentioned here, The Vision, it's a lot about being a husband and a father in this book. There's a lot of mental illness stuff, and it's also just really fucking cool and good. And I'd highly recommend it.
That's good.
Now, the second one that I think Ian might actually read is a comic that is like currently being published.
Yeah, The Last Ronin?
Yeah, The Last Ronin. Actually, I fucking got you because I knew you wouldn't recognize the names next to it. It's actually called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin.
Oh, this is the one where it's like ambiguous to which turtle it actually is.
Yeah, because all of the other turtles are dead.
Oh, cool.
This is in the future.
Just got a spoiler.
That's not a fucking spoiler.
Are you sure they're saying who it is? Which one's The Last Ronin?
That info is not out yet. The second issue isn't even out.
Well, according to Turtlepedia, it's this one. If you don't want to know it, I wouldn't Google it. I literally just searched The Last Ronin, and the first result is who it is.
The Last Ronin revealed. Huh. Hold on, let me see. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think that's true.
You don't think that's who it actually is?
Literally the fucking info in the first issue. Like at the end of the first issue, it says it's not him. I think.
But maybe they're lying to you. To get you to think so. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't think so, dude. Like I don't think it's this one that they say.
So anyways, just talk about it. What's up with it?
Yeah. Anyway, The Last Ronin, it doesn't really matter if that it's a mystery who it is if you figure this out or learn this, I guess. But anyway, Last Ronin #1 by Eastman, Laird, Waltz, and Esconza. I hope I didn't say anybody's name wrong.
Yeah.
It's effectively IDW has decided to make like what is a sequel to their 10-year now running TMNT Reboot comics.
Yeah.
If you don't know, TMNT was like a kind of edgy black and white comic before it became the cartoon. It was like heavily inspired by like Daredevil and like specifically Frank Miller's run on Daredevil. And it was created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, and they're back to do this version. And The Last Ronin is like kind of a large number of years after the Turtles stuff we know. We are in the future, and New York City is walled off, like Escape from New York almost. And the last surviving Ninja Turtle is armed, has a black head wrap, and is armed with like a sai, a bow staff, a broken katana, and a nunchuck, and fucking is going to break into this like cyberpunk ass city to try to assassinate the grandson of Shredder, who is like the son of Kasai, who is the daughter of Shredder that everybody knows, who is like taken over all of
go on.
Taken over all of New York. The character Kasai has been in a lot of Turtle stuff, dude. Like,
yeah, but I don't watch Turtle stuff because I'm not a fucking nerd.
She was in the 03 series that we grew up on.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, what? Oh, I guess you were watching fake nerd ninja shit like Naruto at the time instead of good shit.
No,
like
I didn't watch Naruto until I was in high school.
Okay. But yeah, anyway, this Last Ronin, it's like an extra... All the issues are kind of like extra long. Only the first one's out now, but the second one's coming soon. I think it's only going to be 4 or 5. But it's super interesting. It's quite dark. The action's cool. Just really conceptually interesting. Again, like there's a part where like the Last Ronin, our fucking main character, like is like, I've fucking failed, I'm gonna seppuku. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's the Ninja Turtles, baby. But yeah, if you've ever been interested in like the more comic book side of Ninja Turtles, which is like effectively like the IDW stuff or the Mirage Comics stuff by the original creators, this will probably do it for you. I've heard the IDW stuff is like the best Ninja Turtles version, but you know.
1 second. What? Okay. Weirdo. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I would recommend it.
All right. So, I'm going to go over these two things really quickly, then we can talk about WandaVision.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, 1, all my Pokey children are dying. Me and Anthony played more of our Nuzlocke this week.
Have you started spending less on candles?
No. No, but like I lost a couple people just playing through the game. I was training up a Gloom, which I had nicknamed Gloom Eternal. I lost my fucking Altaria, which I called Proletaria. But I'm having not a great time. Anthony is having so much of a worse time. He's lost like half of his fucking, like, I have a full box and I'm starting my second box. I think Anthony is down to like a quarter of his first box, and he has over half of his graveyard full. It's just so unfortunate. I'm over here playing like Oonga Boonga, like just beating the shit out of people. Like, I know my...
Wait, you guys play with a graveyard?
It's a Nuzlocke.
Yeah, but don't you just let them go?
No, because you want to see who you lost.
Oh.
It's not like, well, you don't pull them back out of the graveyard. It's not like you get some fucking Monster Reborn shit from Yu-Gi-Oh! They're just dead forever.
I think like, Monster Reborn got banned from...
Monster Reborn got banned, like, before, like, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime came out.
Yeah.
Because it's bullshit. I think Swords of Revealing Light, like, pretty much everything that Yu-Gi constantly threw out was banned. But yeah, we're just... You save the graveyard because, like, when you beat Pokemon, you look at the end and you're like, oh, look. This is the... Like, when you beat, like, the Elite Four and you see it's like, this is the team you did it with. Congratulations. We're going to, like, see the team we got to do it with. And then turn around and, like, who we lost along the way. And get to, like, laugh at the names we made for them.
Yeah. So you guys going to do little, like, PowerPoint presentations for each other?
Well, we're streaming it to each other, so we just see it all the time. Yeah. Cool. That's my Pokemon. I've also been played like Ring Fit every day this week.
That's good. I need to start playing it again. I only played it for a couple
February.
I only played it for a couple weeks after I got it, just because it kicked my ass too hard. I was like,
and I fucking that game, it focuses on your legs so much.
Yeah.
Everything is like working your quads. There's like no other muscles get worked. It's just like, oh, your legs. That's all. Because you had the only way you get to move
there's
around
chest.
is the chest isn't that much. But like, I was playing through. This is like my third day in. I'm like, my legs are already killing me. They still suck from like the previous day. I'll just take it light. And then I get to like a world, a map in the third world. And it's like, oh, we recommend you use leg skills only for this one. Because it'll do more damage. And I'm like, go fuck yourself. That like everything I get just doesn't feel like that much of a workout. Except for the leg stuff. Like, some of the arm stuff is a bit, but, like, it's just legs are, I'm dying. But, like, give me, like, some sit-ups or, like, push-ups to do, to get points or some shit.
Well, the one where you, the one that's actually good is the one where you, like, sit on your butt, your legs are in the air, and you gotta do the ring back and forth.
Yeah, well, I don't have that one unlocked yet.
Oh, that one's, like, super early for me, at least.
Is it?
Yeah, where it's
I got, like, the knee to chest one. You know what, maybe I should go look at my skills. Maybe I unlocked it but never used it and it just got bumped off. God, stop doing it. I don't need to see the soles of your feet. I can't get horny right now. So, yeah, it's just I feel like a lot of the like actual unlocks, like they're just if they're not leg based, they just feel super easy to do.
Then you should just do the leg ones.
But I don't want to just do the leg ones because I'm already working out the legs enough.
Then you should just do the leg ones and the ab ones.
Fuck you. Anyways.
What?
That's Ring Fit February.
All right. I played Control for the first time. I'm playing it. It's fun. It's free on PS5. It's a good game.
I'm probably never going to play it on PS5 because I already own it on PC, but I still added it to my library because why not?
Well, it's free. That's free real estate, motherfucker. Concrete Genie was also free, and I've heard good things about that. And also Destruction All-Stars, baby. It's out now. We should play online, maybe, or something. I don't know.
Maybe. That's the one where it was
Would you like to destroy All-Stars?
Well, that was the one where it was like a roller derby, right?
Yeah, that's car combat, but with Fortnite.
Yeah, that was a game that was doomed when they announced it because it was going to cost
when
money
they announced
originally.
it for money, I was like, nobody's buying that for fucking full price. Like, I would have bought it for $30, but that's not a full price video game. Then they were like, we're delaying it, and then it'll be free in February. And it's like, oh yeah, okay, that's fine,
but good.
No problem with that. Yeah, I might check it out for $0.
Yeah.
So you know.
Also, it became a PS5 exclusive.
Well, it was the whole time, wasn't it?
Was it? Oh.
Yeah.
It's getting some pretty middling reviews. And apparently there's people who like because the voice chat was on by default, and I guess people were getting bullied, so it is off now.
Voice chat should always be off.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Although, apparently the latest...
It's great in like the game, like in Call of Duty Warzone, though. Like
in one of the updates, it's like you only hear voice chat when you kill somebody, which is like so good. You just get their like annoyed scream.
I found like this one like on TikTok that was just like a bunch of them, and one guy dies, and you just hear him yell, "What a fucked up day!"
I saw a great TikTok where somebody was like trying to speed run getting called a slur. It was a black guy. Speed run getting called a slur in Call of Duty.
He put BLM in his clan tag, and so it was just like no one cares about them.
Edward, and then like he was like, okay, I've changed it from BLM to now I'm just going in voice chat and saying I am black. And it was
shut up, N-word.
It was I am black, shut up. Oh, it was so funny.
Yeah, and I just really like how the guy just pops off every time. He's like, yes, world record, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, that's a really good joke.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, the other great voice com is this Twitch streamer, Tim the Tatman.
Yeah.
He he has a people know what his tag is, and he kills someone in the voice chat. He kills someone, and their death comm is just them going, "You're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat." Or there was one where he killed one, and it was just a kid on the other end. And he was like, "Fuck you, Tim."
That's so funny.
I think death comm should be in more games.
It should.
What if two guys on the enemy team just get in a whole conversation?
Yeah.
They just constantly talk, they just kill each other to reply. Yeah, so you control PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PS5 control good. It's a good game.
Yeah,
I see why people like
shooters.
it. It's not a first-person shooter. It's a third-person.
Third-person shooter, whatever. It's a shooter.
Yeah, but it's not. It's honestly, it's like a third-person shooter kind of Metroidvania vibe type game.
Did you do the first boss fight?
Yes.
Yeah, I had a rough time with that. I don't know why. It was just
dude. Me too. That first boss fight fucking sucks because
you
it's
had
before...
to Yeah,
Ian,
go on.
Can I tell you, this game you get a dodge on circle button. They have designed that boss fight for a move you cannot have. That
makes so much sense now.
It's dumb.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Because those guys become regular enemies after that boss fight eventually. And once you get the dodge, they're easy peasy.
I just really did not like...
It's it's dumb game design to make the first boss fight you fight after getting the telekinesis a boss that's immune to telekinesis.
Yeah, I thought I had to use telekinesis to fuck him up, and I just kept dying because telekinesis sucks.
Can I be honest? It's the worst thing in the entire game. Once you're past it, the game's great.
Maybe I got to go back into that then, because that boss fight and then the level after really turned me off.
What all you need to do is for that boss is hide behind something and then shoot.
Yeah,
and then you're gooch.
It's just that the game just felt as all this movement in it. Even pre-dodge, where it's oh, your jump is pretty good, and you can move and shoot really effectively, but then they're just no, sit and hide. I'm I don't want to. I want to run around and shoot things.
Yeah, you'll get there. You need to get to the point where you can start using your ability tree, when you can start crafting different guns, and when you can start using more powers. Because now I have all the powers except for flying, so I can do
also, I've just been in a gameplay mood. I just want to play games with full where it's just gameplay. I want to play Devil May Cry and shit.
This is a good game for that. There is a lot of cutscenes and story and picking up stuff to read.
Yeah, I just kept getting to go back, and then I'm I have to she monologues in her head, and then she's should I tell her the real reason I'm here, that I'm looking for my brother? And it's these close up camera angles and shit. I'm just I don't care. I just want to shoot and jump and throw things.
Yeah, I mean I do like the story because I like SCP stuff, and this is basically just that.
Yeah, I like that weird janitor at the beginning.
Yeah, he's weird. He comes back.
Yay.
Why do they have a painting of him in the front hall? Especially if it's from behind. I wonder why. I don't know. It's weird. It's cool. It's a cool game. It's very pretty. Maybe play it on PS5 if you want. I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
So
it does auto aim in a weird way. Yeah.
That's Control.
That's Control.
You're enjoying it. I'm sure we'll hear more about it as you get farther ahead.
Yeah, you had a Masaki Yuasa thing, but
I just removed it. I just want there's an Adventure Time episode directed by Masaki Yuasa, and it's really weird.
It's super cool. The food chain.
Yeah. It's made to be super fucking weird. And
it's fully.
I had to Google it because I'm why does this feel so familiar to me?
You're
this animation style. And then I was oh, that makes sense. But then there was some guys I don't get it. The plot doesn't really, there's no plot in this. It doesn't really move anything forward. And it's yeah, it's a kid's show.
It's a guest episode.
There's episodes of Adventure Time that mean fucking nothing all the time.
Well, like, it's the same thing as that, like, James Baxter the horse episode, where it's like, that's just a guest
James Baxter.
Yeah.
Or James 2. Like, actually, there's an episode just called James, and then, like, 10 episodes later, there's one called James 2, which is about, like, PB keeps cloning that one guy, and she gets pissed off that she finds out that he's not actually killing himself.
Oh, yeah, that's a good ep, though. That leads somewhere, I think.
Yeah. Or what is the other thing? There's a ton of those.
Yeah.
Oh, the one where they just go like where BMO and Nestor go like, maybe you guys should go spend all the money you have, and they're like, okay, and then the money turns Jake into an evil dickhead.
Yeah.
But then like the resolution of that episode is just like, oh,
they give it all
away. Money made us do bad things, and we've lost all of it, and they like everything's fine, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like there's tons of episodes that mean nothing.
Well, that one's anti-capitalist, yeah.
Yeah, and also Finn beats up some homeless people.
Because he's rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He tries to give away his money, and the homeless people try and attack him for it, even though he was already going to give it to them, and then he beats the shit out of them, and honestly probably murdered them, because he's covered in their blood.
Yeah.
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 So
all right, you want to talk about
WandaVision now?
Hell yeah. So
full spoilers,
guys.
You know what's something we forgot we did not mention last week?
What?
Jimmy Woo now knows close range magic tricks or whatever.
I think we said that last week.
I don't think I did.
I know I did. I said the card
trick. He flips the card out. It's really good.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Dude, can I be honest? I don't want to see another fucking Marvel thing without these characters.
Like Jimmy Woo?
Yeah, like Jimmy Woo and Darcy and like Monica.
Yeah.
They're so good.
I just
want
great.
MCU X-Files with that cast.
I am so tired, though, of one trope, which is white military dude who just wants to blow everything up and won't listen to logic.
But Ian, you know how many dudes there are like that in real life?
Yeah, I know, but it's just so boring now. It's like he says one thing, and he's just like, there are terrorists, and it's like, or a victim of some other thing. He's like, no, terrorism. I'm like, oh, I get it. He's a douche. Yeah. But it's just so boring.
Listen, there needs to be somebody who's going to be an antagonist.
It is
until Mephisto shows up. We need somebody to be an asshole that we can hate. Because we don't hate Wanda. We're like, oh, we feel kind of sympathetic for you, even though you're kind of doing the bad here.
You're doing the bad because of bad that happened to you. And maybe, who knows, maybe you weren't even, maybe we'll get to a point where it's like she didn't actually wasn't in her right state of mind when she went and stole Vision's body. Maybe that was she was taken over by
I mean, can we be honest here?
Or Mephisto.
Sword was fucking cutting. That man was in half. Like, Sword's in the wrong here. Like, she's right to steal that corpse. Yeah. She wasn't wrong to steal the corpse. She's wrong to fuck over all these other people in Westview that, like, have families.
Yeah. And like all the
Agnes is clearly not being brainwashed. Just pointing that out.
Yeah. Well, she's like encouraging the brainwashing where like he says something to her. Like Vision says something where he's like, "Oh no, I don't think so. We don't really need you." And she just turns to Wanda and goes, "No, you want me to watch the babies, right?" They're like, "Oh yeah."
No, she's like, "No." She's like, "You're in charge here." She says it to the director. She's like, "Oh, do you want me to do that one again? Do you want to take it from the top?"
Yeah. That was, they like went like really early, because usually they like build up the episode to doing the weird shit like that.
Dude, they do that like 5 minutes in.
Yeah. And like Vision is like, just like his whole thing now is just like, I am clearly trapped somewhere, and Wanda is my captor. And
well, they get that fight. They get that fight, and she tries to run the credits to make it stop.
Yeah. I'm going to bed, dear, and he's just like, "No, you're not."
No. Yeah. That was like kind of raw. I was like, "Oh shit."
Paul Bettany's getting those chops out there.
Yeah. And then fucking... oh, yeah, there was the part where they shoot the gun. There was the part where they're like, yo, like, Scarlet Witch... Or, sorry, they explicitly go, Wanda Maximoff does not have a superhero name.
Yeah.
she
Does she have, like, a funny little name? And Jimmy Woo's like, no, why would she have a funny little name?
Yeah, he's like, no.
They're just like...
You know, by the end of the show, someone's gonna call her the Scarlet Witch or something.
Yeah,
right. Like that's clearly what they're setting up.
Also, they're setting it up with like hexes and shit.
Well, yeah, they're like they started calling it
Darcy
the Hex,
calls it the Hex,
which is just an excuse because in the comics, Wanda Maximoff's magic is called Hex magic. But like, yeah, I think what's happening here is that like Agnes, in the comics, Agatha Harkness was like a teacher to Wanda to help her get her powers out because she is like probably one of the strongest human characters, at least like in terms of powers.
Also, their argument where she's like she could have taken out Thanos, and it's like
by herself, if there wasn't other people.
Yeah, but then someone was like, who said? Oh,
then Jimmy Woo is
was
like,
Captain Marvel could have done it, and Monica's just like, shut up, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Do not talk about her.
Even though Captain Marvel is her friend, so like, what's going on? Why she seem like she's not good, not liking Carol?
I'm gonna probably take a guess and say that she's maybe has like some anger, or what if like her mom died of like cancer, didn't she?
Yeah.
Well, radiation. And
yeah, you think it like could have been like her and Carol banged,
Dr. Manhattan shit.
Yeah.
Where she like accidentally gave them cancer.
Actual Spider-Man, because like Dr. Manhattan didn't actually give the cancer. Spider-Man in an house in a.
But they try and say it was him because of his
Yeah.
radiation stuff, and Captain Marvel also has some like weird radiation energy going on.
Yeah, so that maybe that's it. Which means probably we'll see that. I don't know. I don't think Carol's going to show up in this, but I do think that because we know that Monica is going to show up in Captain Marvel 2, that like this will probably be something. Which is funny because I was like initially like, oh, Captain Marvel 2 probably is going to take place in between the years 2018 and 1992 or whatever.
Nah, it's definitely going to take place after now.
Yeah.
Which I'd rather it take place on Earth. I don't know, like Guardians of the Galaxy are good in space. Captain Marvel, what the parts when she's in space in that movie, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, Thor's great in space.
Oh yeah, that too. But Thor doesn't feel like he's in space sometimes. Thor feels like he's in a fantasy world.
Thor 1 and 2, he doesn't feel like he's in space. In Thor 3, he does.
Yeah. It's a cool episode.
Yeah, it's like the show's really good. Then
also,
of course,
they kept baiting her into being like, "You had someone close to you die, right? Why don't you just undo that?" And she's just like, "I probably shouldn't."
Yeah, where they're like, the dog dies.
Yeah.
And fun fact, Sparky in the Vision series also dies from eating a plant he shouldn't have.
But it was weed before.
Nope. I'm not going to tell you what it actually was. It's really good.
So, but then I thought it was really funny when she opens up the door at the end. It was totally obvious about who it was.
Well, it was clear it was Quicksilver, but it's the wrong fucking Quicksilver.
It's the Quicksilver from X-Men, which is so funny. It's
weird.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah,
I saw I was like, what's that guy's name? Because I obviously know it's a different actor. It's the other actor.
Evan Peters. It's not the other dude. It's not Kick-Ass. It's Kick-Ass's friend.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm just gonna go Google this real quick, and the top thing was obviously like comic book reader going like, what does this mean for the X-Men universe? And it's like probably nothing, unless our
crossover. This might be a multiverse vibes.
But unless our joke of House of Mutants thing, where instead of her saying no more mutants, she says more mutants.
No, more mutants. Yeah, no, that might be this though. This might be like the way that we open a rift into the X-Men universe.
Yeah.
there's supposed to be a big actor that shows up later.
Maybe
and
all
it
the
might be
people-
Magneto.
Maybe all the people in Eastview.
You mean Westview?
Westview. Sorry, Eastview is the other town.
Yeah.
Maybe all the people in Westview come out of this as mutants
Maybe they do.
because of what she did to them. That dude, the guy who played, what's his name?
Norm, when he wakes up Norm, maybe?
Oh, yeah, when he wakes up Norm, that dude is acting his fucking heart out there.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. That dude was like, fuck, this is my moment. This is my Disney moment.
Do you know, I'm not sure, but I think that actor showed up in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at one point.
Maybe.
But I don't think it's the same character. Yeah. But the show's really good. I wonder what they're going to do with Evan Peters. Does this mean that, like, X-Men universe exists? Weird that he answered to Pietro, because in the X-Men movies, he's Peter.
Yeah.
Because he's American.
But I guess maybe that just means he be like that.
Maybe. I love that he's, like, doing the Uncle Joey voice. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, my big sister!
Hey, I'm from fucking Brooklyn!
Oh, I haven't seen my sister around here in so long.
What does a guy gotta do to get a fucking hug around here?
Hey! Who's the popsicle?
Or what's that other fucking, that episode of Rick and Morty where they go, with all the crazy characters?
Yeah.
And they got their Uncle Vinny from New York, and he's like, and as they say, I'm walking here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
As they say in New York, I'm working here.
Yeah.
It's funny that Mr. Poopy Butthole turned out to be the real one. That was a good
but
bit
he was
in
just
that
like
episode.
a genuinely like good dude.
Yeah, like he
Everyone
was
has fond
fine.
memories of.
Like,
Yeah.
because it was like fake. That was so funny because, like, obviously the show is like trying to point out that, like, he's not supposed to be there, but he actually was.
Yeah. But then, and then the fucking panic of like, oh my god, my wife just shot a family friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This show's WandaVision's really good. We're past the halfway mark now because there's only 9. So,
So everything's just gonna be a pop off like every week now.
as far as we know, nobody else but Wanda's controlling this. But Marvel cannot trick me. I know fucking Mephisto is coming. I don't care. This show will be over, and I will be looking at Easter eggs being like, see? It was the devil.
And like also like you can't. She literally is sitting there panicking, saying, "I don't know why all of this happens."
She's like,
not the
she's like,
creator of this
I'm
area.
in control of this, but I don't know how this happened. And then when the doorbell rings, she's like, I didn't do this one. This one's not me.
Yeah.
So she could be lying, but I doubt it.
Well, it could be a subconscious thing.
Could be, but I do feel like, I feel like they are going to have someone else be there. I don't see the point in having Catherine Hahn here if she's not playing Agatha Harkness.
Also, the fact like Vision points out, like when out with the puppy, where she's like, "I looked through my kitchen window and saw something." He's like, "Yeah," and of course you show up with like the perfect thing,
The exact
to go
thing,
for it.
right?
Yeah, the exact thing we need.
Yeah. I wonder what they're gonna do with Wiccan and Speed.
Yeah,
because they haven't been like Wiccan and Speed. They've both been like kind of
They've
the
just
same
been children.
kind of magic, right? Like they're
yeah.
but it's not like one of them has speed and the other one is magic. They're both magic. So like I wonder if they're gonna do that. They are gonna be Wiccan and Speed. I wonder if they're gonna do it more like the comics where like they get wiped, but then like they are. So the thing in the Young Avengers where they introduce Wiccan and Speed is that like, so the two kids that Wanda had that like kind of got erased due to like House of M and some other shit, like they wound up being born to separate parents around the world,
Yeah.
but they're two identical kids. And then they both meet up at Young Avengers, and they're like, we look identical. Like,
Yeah.
And then it turns out
I can run fast, and you can fucking magic.
I can run fast, and I have white hair, and you have dark hair, and you do magic, but we both look perfectly identical.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I want to see them also bring back Aaron Taylor Johnson Quicksilver, or like show him in
They have like a
flashbacks.
fight.
Yeah, Kick-Ass
like
versus Kick-Ass's friend.
It's like the fake version versus like the real version.
Because here's the thing, I know Evan Peters' Quicksilver is better because he's great in the X-Men movies, whereas like Aaron Taylor Johnson is just in Age of Ultron and he's fine, you know?
Yeah, well, and also I do not like the accent he does in that, but that's not his problem.
You didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care for that. But also, I'm like, it wasn't his choice to do the accent. They were like, you have to do it.
The characters are foreign. Like,
yeah. And I don't like Elizabeth Olsen's either, but it's just how it is. That's
I don't know.
the thing I
like
like the most about this.
I like Elizabeth.
She doesn't have to do it
Olsen's
anymore.
accent. Well, she does.
Hardly.
Yeah, but when she's out, she has it again. When she's out of the thing.
I don't like. It's better now, but in Age of Ultron, I did not like it.
Oh yeah.
But she's had time to continue doing it.
It's been toned down.
Yeah, well, it's become more like of a natural thing for her to do because it's a character she has to keep playing. But
Aaron Taylor Johnson, he only got to play him once.
Yeah.
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 But I'd love to see them both come. I still think that they're like, the big cameo. They were saying like there is one. Like there's an actor that like Paul Bettany said like I really wanted to work with for a long time, and I don't think that's Evan Peters. Like,
what if?
Sorry, Evan. I don't think that's it.
What if Evan Peters is like a fake created version that like Mephisto or Agnes has like created to like fuck with her because she's kind of getting like the Vision's kind of arguing with her too much about this, so they need something to distract her, and then after.
Maybe like, they'll acknowledge how in the Ultimate Universe, for some godforsaken reason, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver has an incestuous relationship.
No, but like what I'm saying, like, is the real one? She manifests the real one as like a way of being like, no, this is fake. You're being taken advantage of, or some shit.
Maybe.
It's just a thought.
I'm really interested to seeing where this goes. I wonder. Because again, like they said, there's a big actor here that Paul Bettany said he really wanted to work with that he'd never worked with before. Yeah. And like my brain immediately goes fucking Magneto, Ian McKellen, like
maybe Ian McKellen is canonically her dad in this universe as well.
Yeah, or like he's showing up because like of the crossover of vibe of like now the walls between the universes are thin.
That would be interesting if they were just like, this is how we did it. This is how we're bringing the X-Men in. And we said that a while ago that it would be like 10 years until we could do it. Mm-hmm. But now we're just going to throw it in there.
Yeah, but the thing that we also have to remember is this takes place before Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yes.
Right? Before Spider-Man Far From Home. But Spider-Man 3 is coming late this year or early next. Who knows?
It's apparently a multiverse movie.
Yeah, and that's going to have the Spider-Verse vibes, but also Doctor Strange is in it. And then Doctor Strange 2, we know for a fact Elizabeth Olsen's in. Right? Like, she is in it. She might be the villain. She might be a hero. Who knows? But she is in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
There's just like a lot of things we can guess right now.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume this has some, because of Evan Peters showing up, there has to be some kind of universal thing happening because he's from the X-Men movies.
Yeah. Or what if we're just like thinking so much about this and then they just come out and be like, Aaron Taylor Johnson didn't want to return and that's why we went with Evan Peters.
They literally had the Darcy say she recast Pietro.
That I laughed at that. I was like, that's funny. That's a good joke. Or it's just like, They recast Pietro?
Yeah, that was funny.
It was a good time.
But I feel like there has to be some connection with like the X-Men thing, because like you don't get Evan Peters where it's like, no, this is a different person playing this character, because he also famously played the character, right?
Yeah.
They explicitly referenced it being different.
Oh, hey.
Huh?
I was just like curious about something. So they said that she was born in 1989.
Yeah.
And I was like, how old is Elizabeth Olsen actually? She is actually born in 1989.
That's probably why they went with that.
Yeah. But like you know, usually they try and like fuck around with ages and shit and be like, they're older than they say they are, but they're
they're younger.
20. Yeah. Well, if it's a man, it's younger. If it's a woman, it's older. Because they want them to look young and hot, but then be like, no, they're 30 years old.
Yeah.
Well, which would still be young and hot.
Well, Paul Bettany's playing the Vision, and the Vision is only canonically 7.
That's different. That's a robot. Also, isn't Paul Bettany's like 40 or like 50? Yeah, he's 49.
Yeah. So Paul Bettany's 49. He's playing an 8-year-old in this show.
Something about that his hair that he has right now in the show.
Yeah, the wig.
He looks bad. Paul Bettany,
dude, this show is just wig central, baby.
Yeah.
It's fun as hell.
I like how Paul Bettany looks in real life.
With his shaved ass head?
It's just short hair. Is it shaved currently? I don't know. The picture on Wikipedia is. I don't know. I like him with the picture he has on Wikipedia. I wouldn't say that's definitely not shaved.
Okay. I've seen some interviews with him on talk shows for this show. And
maybe he does it because maybe he like shaved his head for Vision, or like has it real short so that they don't have to keep doing like the fucking wig cap on him all the time.
Yeah, but like, he's getting up there. If he keeps shaving his head, one day it won't come back.
No, he's not old. How it works.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. Your hair still grows. Like, my grandpa's had incredibly short hair, and it comes back. If you're 49, and the amount of hair you have is the amount of hair you have. Like, it for sure gets thinner.
People
and also
lose
white,
their
so
hair.
Yeah, but at 49, shaving your head isn't going to be like, oh, your hair's gone now. You're bald forever.
I don't know. I wouldn't push it if it was me.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Yeah.
This was a good episode of WandaVision this week. Hopefully the quality keeps up.
I feel bad this week because my mom started watching this show like right when it came out. Not right when it came out, but like she's like kind of getting into it because I was telling her like to check it out. And I was like, now I feel bad though because like this episode I'm going to have to explain to her why Evan Peters is there. Yeah. And it's just... I'm gonna have to. It's so fucking confusing. Like last week I was pissed because I was like, okay, I'm going to have to like explain because she doesn't like Marvel movies. I'm not saying she's like dumb, guys. I'm not trying to mansplain shit. She likes Star Trek and stuff. She doesn't like superhero stuff, but she likes Deadpool, right? But like, I'm saying like last week I had to explain to her like the blip. Like the snap and the unsnapping that happens at the start of fucking episode 4, and then I was like, okay, I have to, and like there was like I have to be like, okay, this girl's from Thor, this guy's from Ant-Man 2, these, and it's like fuck, this thing that like my mom could enjoy that was separate from Marvel is now being so connected to every fucking piece of info, every new app. I'm like, god damn it. Like I said to my mom, I was like, Wanda's going to show up in Doctor Strange 2 next or whatever. And she was like, I haven't even seen Doctor Strange. And I was like, yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyways, let's cut it here because I have to go start making dinner.
Okay. Thanks so much for listening to the pod, guys. We're getting long in the tooth here. All right. Thanks so much for listening to the podcast. If you liked this podcast, please give it a like or a subscribe or any sort of review, positive or negative even. I don't give a fuck. Just like interact with this somehow. If you want to follow me, go to twitter.com/@themediahole, youtube.com/n8scomedy. You can go to at the Media Hole on TikTok, twitch.tv/themediahole, and when your balls get stuck to your leg.tumblr.com.
Change your name.
If you want to follow Ian, he's at StrugglesV on everything. Recently come under fire for, as I mentioned earlier in the show, being interested in bestiality. Thanks so much, guys. Thank
Bye.
you.
Fuck
Bye.
you.